Listen, I played in the NFL. I've taken enough shots to last a lifetime. And let me tell you this, taking a shot just to lose weight, that's not a smart play. That's why I roll with Brain IQ. The all-natural weight chews cut cravings, boost metabolism, and sharpen focus. No needles, no chemicals, no crash. Just results you can chew on. And Brain IQ is not just about weight chews. They've got a full lineup of all-natural products to keep your mind sharp, your body fueled, and your health on point. Skip the needles, choose natural. Order now. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/1LiveStew. Brain IQ Chews. Smart, natural, built for results.
Stewart Media and Entertainment.
Good morning, world. You know what time it is. We got to thank God every minute of every day. It's guys that you like, but I'm not. And I pledge doo-doo. Sigma Dash 9818. Good morning to all of y'all and to you, Dougie Stew. How you feeling, sir?
I'm fantastic, man. And listen, you need to stop talking about them people fraternities. You need to stop talking about the people fraternities. They take that stuff serious.
There's only two fraternal orders.
Yeah, but there's no need for you to come out and call somebody fraternity doo-doo. Doo-doo is too much.
One is the first fraternal order, that being the Prince Hall affiliated Masons, and the other is the great fraternity of Omega Psi-Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
Whether it's true or not, you cannot be calling people fraternities doo-doo. Let's move on from that, man. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Mickey Ficky.
Happy New Year, man.
Was that an Eddie Murphy movie?
Coming to America, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was. Happy New Year, Mickey Ficky. Yeah,
no, not coming to America. Trading Places.
I think so. Somebody in the chat will tell us if you're watching or listening to the show. If you're watching the show live, post in the group, Trading Places or Coming to America. Happy New Year, Mickey.
What up, Theron? Samika, what up, y'all? Yes, I forgot who just mentioned it, but my voice is somewhat gone because I have been drinking and smoking for 2 weeks straight.
All right, so fill in folks about the holiday, man. You took a family trip. You take a family trip like every other month, at least. Where'd y'all go? What'd y'all do? Give us the background. Give us the backstory.
Right before we do that, man, shouts out to the Atlanta Falcons for believing in change. Rocking the Deion Sanders today, not because I want the Falcons to hire Deion, but just because the Falcons are going through change. Thought about wearing the Detroit Lions jersey because we're on we went out with the win, but we're about to go through some change as well. But we'll talk about that later in the show. Sir, here's the family.
Shouts out to WGPR 107.5 in the D.
Yes.
Speaking of which.
Yes.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yes.
Go back to that picture again, man. What
yes.
kind of goddamn steroid-induced skateboards are those? What the hell? What are those skateboards?
Those are not skateboards, sir.
What are they? I see. Go ahead.
Those are snowboards. Morgan skis whenever we go to the mountains in their snow, and the boys snowboard.
Oh, okay.
When we go to the mountain.
I thought the little things with it looks like the little grooves where you stick your feet in. I thought those were wheels, but those are snowboards.
Those are snowboards.
My nephews know how to snowboard.
Your nephews know how to snowboard, and they both snowboard really, really well.
Wow.
Especially Myles. Yeah, Myles is also a skateboarder, so it's natural for him to kind of do what he does up there. And there goes Woogie looking for her skis as they came off her feet. Yeah, man, we went to Beach Mountain, North Carolina.
So let me throw this one thing in there, and I said to myself, I'm gonna try to do more of this year.
Okay.
If you're listening to the show, this is more reason why you need to go back and watch the show, because we show pictures and memes, and we have a lot of fun with the visuals.
Right.
So we want you to listen to the show, especially if you're in one of the affiliate networks and cities like Detroit, 107.5 WGPR. But go back when you get a chance and watch the videos of the shows, the replays of the shows and all of that at 2LiveShoesYouTube.com. All right, go ahead.
Yes. Beach Mountain, North Carolina. Very nice slopes. It's man-made snow. However, my kids were so blessed to experience real live snow while we were there. Incredible trip. Stay in the cabin. Take your time going up and down the hills, up and down the mountain to get back and forth to the ski lodge versus the cabin. But while the kids snowboard and ski all day, I sat in the lodge, drank, ate gummies, and played on my computer and watched football.
Okay, so that was the next question I was going to ask you. You didn't get on any skis, did you?
No.
Yeah, man, that just seems like an ACL waiting to happen.
And not just an ACL, but for me, my groins are weak because I have a torn groin that never healed properly. So I don't have control of skis. If I was to do anything, I would snowboard. But I used to ski and snowboard. But now, because my back and neck are so bad, I can't chance getting on no slippery ice to even board.
Right.
So, I go up there for the kids.
Wow. Yeah, man. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. I've never in my life considered myself getting on skis, taking the kids on a ski trip or anything like that. And that's good you exposed it, but my nephews, Myles and Mason, they're kind of free spirits about stuff like that, especially Myles. Myles, marches to the beat of a different drummer.
No question at all.
So, I mean, I can see him liking something like that, but Kayla and Kara, and they wouldn't be into anything like that. But good for you, man. That's good stuff.
Well, they'll be into it if you introduce them to it, which is what we try to do every Christmas. Every Christmas, instead of buying thousands of dollars worth of presents that they're going to open and push to the side, just open the next one and push to the side, we don't do that. We get them one or two presents that they've mentioned throughout the course of the year, and then we spend the bulk of our bread trying to provide them an experience that's new, something they've never done, a place they've never been, food they've never tasted, things they've never done. That's what we try to do for them for Christmas.
That's good, man. That's awesome.
And this year it was skiing in North Carolina at Beach Mountain.
All we used to do during Christmas is buy them thousands of dollars worth of toys. Take a lot of pictures because the joy, really for me, Christmas is seeing the joy on kids' faces because, I remember when I was a kid and I got something I wanted, I asked Santa Claus for and I got it. I was just, the look on a kid's face, man, is all I need to see during the holidays, during Christmas, man. But
hey, man, do you remember what you got for Christmas the same year we got the Atari 2600?
No. Hell no.
No, man. No. That's why we don't do it, man.
You're right.
That's why we don't do it. As a matter of fact, Mom and Dad woke up while we were playing the Atari, and everything else remained under the tree for like 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
We don't do that, man.
We didn't give a shit about nothing else under that goddamn tree.
No.
We didn't give a shit about nothing else under that tree. But when we opened that Atari 2600, game over.
That was it.
Literally and figuratively, game was over for everything else. Every other box in there, we didn't give a shit about none of that.
The last.
What up, studio audience? We did.
The last 8 to 10 Christmases have been filled with trips to Seattle, New Orleans, Cancun, Las Vegas.
Well, it's a blessing. First of all, you can
San
do
Diego.
That. A lot of people can't do that. And you need to make sure and give that disclaimer. Well, thank you, God. Yeah.
Well, I think more people can do it than they realize if they're spending thousands of dollars on gifts that your kids ain't gonna give a damn about.
Well, you said thousands a couple of times. Ain't nobody spending thousands of dollars on gifts. I don't think so.
Man, a bike here and there, a gaming system is $1,000 these days, man.
What?
Yes. There goes the plane tickets for an entire family someplace else right there.
But there's something to be said about something that you can look at every day. You take a trip, and that's it. When the trip is done, it's over. That Atari 2600 has lasted for years.
No, you're wrong. These experiences will scope their minds to be bigger than the minds that have the same thing every single day in and out.
You know what, man? You're on a much higher plane than me, man. I'm very basic.
I feel, and this is the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. One more
time. We got to set the show up, too. We got to get going.
Shouts out to WGPR, Hot 107.5, HD2 in Detroit. We appreciate you, Detroit.
Shouts out to our P1s and ATL, obviously, man. Happy New Year. Yeah, you had a great Christmas.
We are of the belief, sir, that these experiences are broadening their minds and open them up to new cultures and seeing different things. So they will view the world differently and won't be as afraid of the world like their uncle is, who don't want to fly or go out of the country.
No, that's not true. That's inaccurate.
Oh, okay.
Their uncle just asked a simple question: what makes Spain better than Myrtle Beach?
Right. Yeah.
That's all.
Right. Well,
that's all. When anybody, and no one's ever been able to answer that question for me. When you're able to answer that question for me, okay, then we can have a conversation. Listen, man, we got a lot to get into, man. Happy New Year once again. We got the Arlie Report coming up a little bit later. The top news and entertainment. The last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group, really not in the last 48 hours, but the last week and a half, basically.
It's been a minute.
We asked that if you're new to the show, we really asked that if you can afford it, that you drop your boys a couple of coins and donate to the show. All right?
Ooh, I got to cut you off. Outstanding job by you and Johan for the show that I missed. You guys were on fire. I watched it, listened to the entire thing. Really enjoyed your performances.
Shouts out to the great Joe Hamilton. Should have won the Heisman Trophy. Joe Hamilton, Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket grade, who filled in for you on the last show that we had.
His son Skylar he won an award for like quarterback of the year in the state of Georgia when it comes to like 3A ball. Mm-hmm. And he's still waiting on a scholarship. It's the craziest thing ever in the history of the world.
Well, I mean, I think that I think I said this to Joe, that that's just his first. He's got an offer, I think he said, from Georgia State.
He's got 2 or 3 offers.
Yeah. Army, I think Joe said.
I think the service academies, 2 out of the 4 have offered him.
Okay. All right. And so yeah, he's gonna have opportunities. I just think that he'll get more opportunities as time passes.
It's that damn portal, which we'll talk about today.
And I was about to say, it's a different day and time.
It's that damn portal.
It's a different day and time because
if you can find a quarterback that's got 2 or 3 years under their belt and that's 20 instead of 18 or 17, why not?
Exactly. So hey, if you'd like to donate to the show, look to the bottom of the chat to the right. You'll see a $sign. Click on the $sign and donate whatever you can. If you're watching a replay of the show, look to the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a heart symbol. Click on that, and you can donate after the fact as well. We're going to read a bunch of chat messages at the end of today's show and read all the super chatters. Those are people that donate to the show as well. And I thought we had a breaking news sign. Let's just go with this. That's the breaking news sounder.
That's the police. That's the police, man. Ain't no breaking news sounder.
Well, we had a little technical difficulties with the breaking news sounder. One quick thing we wanted to talk about. I didn't even have it on the schedule. We didn't have it on the schedule to talk about because I did not watch the Falcons game again for the 3rd week in a row. I watched the Cleveland Browns and Shedeur Sanders. Yep. That's full transparency. Yep. But last night around, was it 8:30, 9 o'clock? I got a couple of alerts on my phone that the Atlanta Falcons have fired Raheem Morris, the head coach, and the general manager, Terry Fontenot. What's your thoughts, sir?
It had to be done in a year where the only thing that was consistent was inconsistency. They had to take advantage of the opportunity to find the right guy. It does not appear to me.
Well, they won 4 games in a row, man.
It does not appear to me that Raheem Morris and Terry Fontenot are the right people to lead this franchise into the future. I want the brothers to have a job. I wish the brothers well, but at the same time, I'd like to see some consistency in sports. There's a team that's going to the postseason in the Carolina Panthers that beat the Falcons at home 30-0. This leadership needed to go. New leadership needs to come in.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You sound bad. You need to kiss your settings. Kiss your settings. Yeah. We needed to change, man.
Am I back?
Yes, you are. We needed to change. I want the brothers to have a job, but I've seen too much inconsistencies in this regime.
So we're about to go to a break. When we get back from the break, we'll talk a little bit more about it, man. But Falcons went 8-9, 8th consecutive losing season. Did you realize they've had 8 consecutive losing seasons?
Wow.
A lot of that combines Matt Ryan, though. 8-9 and 8th consecutive losing season. Did you realize that?
That's funny because your thoughts are the inconsistency started back with Matt Ryan, and now he's being brought in to run the franchise.
What do you mean he's being brought in to run the franchise?
Matt Ryan's about to be your new GM in Atlanta, sir.
Oh, no, you said that as a matter of factly. I thought the deal was already done after they fired these guys. That's not confirmed. Don't put that out there.
It's been being talked about for the last 3 days, sir. I don't know what rock you were under. I don't know what rock you were under.
But you said it like they already hired him.
Oh, okay.
Have they already hired him?
What I said was the regime's about to be ran by Matt Ryan. That's what I said.
Okay, that's not what you said. But when we get back from the break, we'll get a little bit more into it. And also, we'll talk a little bit about the Cleveland Browns, the aforementioned Cleveland Browns. I just mentioned how I watched the game. We got to have an annual end-of-year recap on Shedeur, his seasons. Also, some big news in the world of sacks. We'll talk more about that when we get back from the break, man. And also, y'all hear PE in the back. We'll talk a little bit more about the great Public Enemy in today's show as well.
Happy New Year, y'all. Shout out to the
Happy
good folks at
New Year!
WGPR Hot 107.5 HD2 FM in Detroit. The Sports Rap Network is in the building.
Yeah! Don't go anywhere.
Listen,
this is the two
I played in the NFL. I've taken enough shots to last a lifetime. And let me tell you this. Taking a shot just to lose weight, that's not a smart play. That's why I roll with Brain IQ. The all-natural weight chews cut cravings, boost metabolism, and sharpen focus. No needles, no chemicals, no crash. Just results you can chew on. And Brain IQ is not just about weight chews. They've got a full lineup of all-natural products to keep your mind sharp, your body fueled, and your health on point. Skip the needles, choose natural. Order now. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/1LiveStew. Brain IQ Chews. Smart, natural, built for results.
What I'm seeing, I know what I see well, I know what I don't see well. And I learn a lot mentally, and I learn a lot emotionally, physically, everything. I think mentally it was how to deal with when things are going your way, when things aren't going your way, when how to deal with feelings. So that's what I feel like this year is about. I think it was one of those years that how you gonna deal with the feelings. You could be not playing and feel some type of way, and you could be playing and feel the same way as if you didn't, as how you were when you weren't playing. So it's kind of like you got to create your own reality and everything, and you got to have the nucleus of people around to be able, and it's not just your family, like it got to be outside. So I think that's what this rookie class and that's what everything is. It's like being able to lean on each other when everything's down, being able for them to come to me and say, nah, that ain't you, bro. Like, you tripping right now. Like, you got to get back to doing you. Like, that's what I need. You know, I need positivity. I need those type of stuff speaking into you, speaking life into you. Then you go out there and you get back to playing normal. You get back to seeing the game how you see it.
Welcome back to the show.
Heading quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, Shedeur Sanders, in the post-game presser after yesterday's victory. Don't get it twisted. It was a victory after yesterday's victory versus the Cincinnati Bengals.
Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you for joining your boys, the 2 Out Shoes. Do us a big favor. Hit the share button. That's very, very important that you hit the share button. I mentioned earlier, if you'd like to donate to the show, you can do that as well. Look to the bottom of the chat. There's a dollar symbol. Click on that, and you can donate as well. But coming back from the break just now, Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns beat the Cincinnati Bengals, their in-state rival, 20-18. Ball award to the Browns. Ball award for the comeback. Well, really wasn't a comeback. No, the Browns jumped out early with 2 pick sixes.
Right.
And,
right. I was about to say, they almost won despite of Shedeur Sanders, who didn't play bad, but he didn't play good either.
Well, let me tie one bow to the Falcons thing while I'm thinking about it, man. You're watching a 2 Out Shoes experience, and I don't want to be all over the place.
If you go back to the Falcons, you're about to be all over the place.
I think in 2 years, like here's my thought with Raheem Morris getting fired, Terry Fontenot being out. I think 2 years, most people can agree, is not enough time, especially with all the things that happened concerning the quarterback. Kirk Cousins, we bring him in, we pay him $1 gazillion. He gets injured. He doesn't tell anybody he's injured. They lose like 4 or 5 games in a row. He throws 30 gazillion interceptions. You bring in Penix this year. He gets hurt midway through the season. They were looking good. They were looking like they were on the upswing. So I don't know if you get rid of a guy who's shown some promise, that's in his second stint as a head coach in the NFL, talking about Raheem Morris. But at the end of the day, they didn't look good a lot of times. In the Carolina game, which you mentioned earlier, might have sealed the deal. He was dead man walking after you get blown out 30-something to nothing in that situation on national TV. So I get it that they let him go, but I don't know if that was the long-term answer to the Falcons' issues they have going on right now at Flowery Branch.
Since you brought that back up before we get back into the Cleveland talk, which is what we teased and started with, he didn't coach. You see him on the sideline during games in situations where coaches would be doing something. He wasn't doing something. He was standing around looking like he did not have the answers. Clock management, in-game situations, it was bad. The people that were running the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, didn't look like they were in sync to do what was best at the time for the team. And that's all a reflection of the head coach.
Two things. You do know that I would guess half of the coaches in the NFL don't call plays, right? You played in the NFL. For new people to the show, Ryan played in the NFL for 5 years.
Yep.
Okay? They'll chime in every once in a Mike Tomlin doesn't do anything.
Yep.
Mike Tomlin rarely has his microphone even over his mouth. Mike Tomlin's microphone is flipped up, and he's talking to guys. He's active on the sidelines. Yes, I'll agree. Go ahead.
Since you brought up Mike Tomlin, he is actively managing his team and uplifting his team, which is the head coach's role. If he's not a coordinator, he is to manage the team on game days and every day.
So listen, I'm not here to defend Raheem Morris.
Sounds like it.
He's out. My point to you is you can tell a discernible difference in what Mike Holmgren's actions are on the sideline. Well, I'm not saying Mike Holmgren. Mike Tomlin's actions are on the sideline compared to Raheem Morris. They look like they're almost doing the same thing to me. One's had his job for almost 20 years and has some of the greatest success in NFL history.
I don't think they do anything alike, and I think one is much better than the other, that being Mike Tomlin.
And the second thing, man, the cohesiveness, like I said earlier, you're going to have to start back over from scratch now. You're going to have to start back over from scratch on whoever that may be. Is there a name out there that you like? Is there a replacement for Raheem Morris that you like to bring in?
What I like to say more so than who I think should be the coach is that winning comes with consistency. And when you switch your head coach, your general manager, or your president, which are all at the top of your organization,
That son of a bitch.
everything changes below those positions in your franchise, in your establishment. We've been talking about Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, who's coming up on 20 years as a head coach at the same place. The Steelers have done what more than everyone else? They've won more than everybody else. Because they aren't changing the top of leadership every 3 to 5 years.
Well, listen, the Pittsburgh Steelers have not won like over the last decade to their liking, to their history.
Right.
The reason they haven't gotten rid of Mike Tomlin because of consistency.
They don't
consistency.
They don't do that.
Right. So what are we doing? We're doing that.
Who's got more titles than the Steelers?
Yeah, but the point of
Answer the question. I asked you a direct question. Who's got more titles than the Steelers?
You just made the point that consistency matters and that they don't get rid of their coaches. We're getting rid of another coach. We're starting from the beginning. And I'm saying if you're new to the show, we're based in Atlanta, if you couldn't figure it out yet. Right. So we're starting over from scratch again from a guy who won his last 4 games with the backup quarterback that's 70 years old. Right. All I'm saying is, and the name I threw out there, and I've seen a lot of people mention it online.
Hey,
what about Brian? Go ahead.
I asked you a question. You hadn't answered, though.
Go ahead. What's the question?
Who's won more championships than the Steelers?
Not many teams.
Okay, right.
They've got 6. Probably no other teams, right.
Yeah, they've got 6. And they've had 3 coaches in the last 5 decades.
Right.
I mean,
so aren't you making the argument for me inconsistency and not getting rid of the coach all willy-nilly?
But you've got to have a good coach. You've got to have a coach that has a presence on the sideline. You've got to have a good in-game decision maker. You've got to have a coach and a staff that at halftime makes adjustments. You've got to have a coach and a staff that make in-game adjustments. The game that was won last night by the Pittsburgh Steelers would not have been won by the Atlanta Falcons, in my expert opinion.
Yeah, these guys beat the Minnesota Vikings. They had several very, very good wins this year.
Oh, so many good wins that they're below 500. I get it. I understand, Doug. You're going to say whatever you need to say to make your point. I get it.
Well, I mean, they beat a bunch of very good teams. They lost to a bunch of bad teams, which is partly why he's getting fired. He got fired. I get it. And listen, I don't want to sound like I'm defending them because you're exactly right at the end of the day. What I'm saying is the team is starting over from scratch.
Yep.
The team hadn't had a winning season in the last 8 years, which I would have never guessed that in a million years. Half of them years were with Matt Ryan.
Starting over from
scratch. They're going to bring in as the GM.
They're going to bring in some type of leadership capacity. But starting over is going to be part of the problem why there's going to be inconsistencies for the next 3 to 5 years. Starting over.
The name, and I've seen the name thrown out there a bunch, is Brian Flores, who was the coach of the Miami Dolphins, who got fired. Now, do I think he's going to get it? I don't think he'll ever get another head coaching job because of the lawsuit against the Dolphins and the league and whoever it was, in which he won. But I thought he would never get another job in the league, period. Not just head coach, but coordinate anything, and he's gotten one.
Great point, Javon, 3300. Beating my Vikings ain't a great accomplishment. The Buffalo win was.
Yes. At the time he beat the Vikings, it was a very good accomplishment.
Right.
Yeah. The Vikings have kind of fallen off a little bit, but at the time that we beat the Vikings, nobody thought we were going to beat the Vikings, and we did.
Was that before or after the 30 to shit loss to the Carolina Panthers at home?
It was after. Carolina was very early. The third.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
That's where Raheem Morrison's problems really started. When you got beat across the head by the Panthers and you didn't score a point.
The Cleveland Browns defeated the Cincinnati Bengals 20-18 in their final NFC regular season game. The Browns defense scored 2 first half touchdowns, a 97-yard interception return by Devin Bush and a 47-yard fumble return by Sam Webb. The Browns struggled to move the ball effectively, managing only 200 yards and 2 field goals. If you watch the game, this was a game, and you're watching the 2 Live Shoes experience. If you watch the game, this was a game of 2 halves. The first half, Shedeur looked absolutely horrible. In the second half, he looked very solid. That's basically how I characterize it. First half, he did not look good at all. He couldn't hit a backside of a barn, an old school axiom. In the second half, he made throws. He made some throws in the first half. What I took from it is this. And I said this before, he has 2 seconds to get rid of the ball. Their entire offensive line is injured, not playing, on IR, or whatever the case may be, and it's very, very evident.
They're absent of a running game, and their receiving core is nowhere near top tier in the National Football League.
Matter of fact, it's third tier or it's fourth tier as far as the wide receivers.
I agree.
What the Browns need to do, in my opinion, and they may not do it, they showed, what's the guy's name, the owner? Is it Jimmy Haslam?
Yes.
Okay. They showed the owner in the press box, the owner's box or whatever, watching the game with his grandson or something, and he looked pissed off to the highest of festivity right after one of the incompletions that Shedeur threw in the first half. They need to play Shedeur Sanders. They need to make him the starting quarterback. They need to name him the starting quarterback going forward for next year. They need to draft some offensive linemen, draft some wide receivers, and run with this guy. He clearly has the talent to be the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. It didn't look great yesterday, but when you factor in everything surrounding what happened yesterday and the fact that he did lead them on a game-winning drive to kick a field goal, I say you got to go with the kid. What say you?
I saw comparisons of Shedeur Sanders to Tom Brady's first 8 games or 6 games, however many games Shedeur started. I saw a lot of comparisons of Shedeur and Peyton Manning and Tom Brady and several other players that are deemed good players. And I do think he deserves the opportunity to be the starter.
Do you think they're going to give it to him? Do you think they're going to give it to him? Or you think they're going to draft a quarterback?
You just mentioned the owner showing disgust and his team walked away with the win versus their in-state rival. The owner does not like Shedeur Sanders. The owner is the only owner that we've heard in the history of sports to say, I did not want to draft that guy that we have. So I think that the future of Shedeur Sanders is literally up in the air based upon the cards that can be dealt and played by the Cleveland Browns when it comes to this draft and the quarterbacks that are coming out.
He literally has 2 seconds to get rid of the football.
I
know a lot of the Shedeur detractors are going to say, well, Dylan Gabriel had 2 seconds to get rid of the ball. Yeah, that's true. You can say that. But it's a fact with Shedeur. And it's a fact that he makes NFL throws. He made a couple of throws yesterday. The completions he did have, just great NFL-type throws.
There were only 11 completions. There were only 11.
Yeah.
So the few throws you're talking about, that was all of them. There were only 11 in an entire game.
Shouts out to Myles Garrett, who breaks the NFL single-season sack record. And Tree is not here right now. She stepped out for a second. We had a meme for it. But shouts out to Myles Garrett, who had – there it goes. So he breaks the single-season sack record with 23. Shouts out and ball award to him. Now, a lot of people are going to say that it took him 17 games to do it. Like the last 3 games, he didn't have a sack. It seems like that there was some type of backroom deal to make sure that he doesn't get the sack record.
Every team for the last 3 games, their focus was to make sure that he did not break that sack record versus them.
Now, here's the other part of that. He did it in 17 games, not 16 games.
Right.
Michael Strahan, I believe, did it in 16 games. I guess you kind of have to look at each record for itself. He has the most sacks in the season. He did have another game, but is that important to you or not? That's really what it comes down to.
Michael Strahan, he did it in 567 snaps. TJ Watt took 616 snaps.
So you're breaking it down to snaps.
Yes. And Myles Garrett did it in 437 snaps. So Myles Garrett.
That makes sense.
Michael Strahan never dropped back in coverage. Michael Strahan and TJ Watt never played inside.
Mm-hmm.
So Myles Garrett and what he's done and how he's done it, even though he did it in 17 games, does not matter. He did it in an infinitely lower amount of snaps played in the National Football League.
Ball award to him. Ball award to him on this Monday, man. And the thing about Myles Garrett, his game is timeless. Like, sometimes you could say, well, so-and-so didn't get this record because of the way the game was played back then, and it's much different today. Myles Garrett could play in any era. Like, he reminds me a lot of Bruce Smith, but a little bit more athletic than Bruce Smith was.
And there's times where he drops out into coverage.
Did you see the touchdown pass on the interception? He was running with the dude down the field. Dude is a defensive back.
Right.
And he was running with him down the sideline like it was nothing, keeping up with him.
Step for step.
Hey, ball award to him.
100 pounds heavier, step for step. He was with dude.
Absolutely. When we get back from the break, man, college football playoffs are almost about to wrap up. We'll talk about the games from this past weekend. We'll talk about Georgia a little bit later, more in depth, but college football wrap up when we get back from the break. Don't go away. 2 Live Students Experience.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance, every workout.
It's your boys, the 2 Live Students, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those dudes, and this is your 2 Live Students Experience.
All right, man. So, are you one of these people that thinks that Michael Irvin is on drugs? That was Michael Irvin coming back from the break just now, a.k.a. the playmaker, Dallas Cowboy great. And that's the thing. That's the thing going on right now. Web is that. Go ahead, Shree. Can't hear it.
I think she did that on purpose.
Oh,
Real
she
quick,
did it
man,
on purpose.
I'm going to answer your question. But before I answer your question, I want to say this and ask you a question.
Go ahead.
In August, Michael Irvin will turn 60 years old. How many 60-year-olds do you see in public doing the things that you see Michael Irvin doing? Unless they're on some type of substance.
Well, somebody said it in the chat room when you're watching the 2 Live Students Experience. Somebody said in the chat room, our grandmother would instantly say he must be on drugs. Now, that being said, I saw him do an interview or he was on somebody's show and they asked him about these antics with this belt. I don't think it's a good look because it looks like he's like whipping somebody. We know that we got a torrid history of whippings.
Which is exactly what he was doing. He was whooping the Ohio State Buckeyes after they got whooped by Miami on the field. That's the whole purpose of it.
I don't like how that looks. I don't like how that looks for a black man to be whipping somebody looking like some type of slave master. That's what I got a problem with.
Well,
now, I saw an interview where he said the reason why he's doing this is because at some point he did this and the team won. And that athletes are very, very superstitious. And so he said in a calm voice, I figured I need to keep doing it. Like the fans look for it. The Miami fans look forward to him doing this after they get a win. That's his explanation. I don't think Michael Irvin is still on that cocaine. I do not believe that. I think that man's life has been turned around. He had some issues back in the late 80s, early 90s. I don't think that man is on drugs. I just think that man is hype.
Mr. Unloved Ford. Belt to ass.
I don't like how belt to ass looks either.
Two things. One, Michael Irvin still has a six-pack that is clearly visible when he was taking his belt off.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
All right. Second thing. You don't see people that are not on substances acting like this in public, man.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
If you've watched the games just during the break that we just had, he was crawling on the sideline. He's always doing a bit too much, man.
It's a superstition, man. He doesn't want to not crawl on the sideline.
I'm fine.
And speaking of which, the Miami Hurricanes, man, they shocked the world. The biggest win probably this weekend in college football, beating Ohio State 24-14. The U. It's all about the U. Miami's defense dominated, man, sacking Ohio State's quarterback, saying 5 times. They force key turnovers, including a pick 6, and they shut down the Buckeyes offense, man. I'm so happy because if you know me, I've been a Miami Hurricane fan since back in the day, since the old school Miami Hurricanes, and they've been down for many, many years, but it seems like they've turned things around. Ohio State actually got a national championships that they should not have won. What was that, 2001?
The Maurice Claret days.
It wasn't maybe it was Maurice Claret. Maybe it was Maurice Claret days.
Oh, yeah. I'm almost positive it was. I could be wrong.
And so Miami is back. So all things in the world are now back to normal. Miami beats Ohio State. Congratulations to the Hurricanes.
I want to talk about a few things real quick. What we saw the past few weeks in college football as the teams went from 12 to 4 teams remaining is why I love sports. I know several Ohio State fans. My wife has a graduate degree from Ohio State. I know several Ohio State fans, and let them tell it, they're the best football team since sliced bread. Even though they hadn't played nobody and they tend not to play anybody. I believe that on any given day, anybody can be beat by anybody.
Absolutely.
Ohio State has lost back-to-back games for the first time in forever to 2 teams that were not expected to beat them. But 2 teams that played much better than they did. They lost the conference championship to Indiana, where it wasn't even close. And they lost a game last week to Ohio State, to Miami, which wasn't even close. When you look at who Ohio State has played and who they play in their conference, they play the Little Sisters of the Poor. They don't play competition like teams in the SEC or even in the ACC, dare I say.
A lot of Big Ten people disagree with you on that. They'll say Indiana. They'll say Minnesota. They'll say Minnesota. Who's the other team I was just thinking of just now? They'll put up an argument that there's better talent in the Big Ten than there is than people think there is.
And it's hard to argue that today.
Michigan is who I was thinking of. Yeah.
If I say to you, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Maryland, Michigan, Michigan State, Minnesota, Nebraska, Northwestern, Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State, Purdue, Rutgers, UCLA, USC, Trojans, Washington Huskies, and Wisconsin. If I say those names and then look at you and say Alabama, Arkansas, Auburn, Florida, Georgia.
Well,
Kentucky,
you can stop right there. I'm taking the SEC, but they're going to argue Oregon, who really to me isn't a Big Ten team. This go Pac-12.
Right.
They'll say Oregon's in the championship or in the Final Four. They'll say that Indiana is the favorite right now to win the national championship.
And I agree.
Ohio State Then they'll talk about Michigan just winning a national championship a couple of years ago. They got some argument. I get it.
Sir, this is what I want to talk to you about. And I'm not going to harp on this, but I must focus on it because it's been a running debate for you and I and for Joe Hamilton and I. Parity in college football is at an all-time high thanks to the NIL and thanks to the
portal.
We're looking at 4 teams that are really not true blue bloods of college football playing for the final spot in a national championship this season.
Well, 3 at least.
Well, Miami's still somewhat of a blue. I agree. We agree. We agree.
Right.
However, the 4 teams remaining have a couple things in common. One of them being all of their quarterbacks are transfers from someplace else. All of their coaches will be first-time champions, whoever wins. All of these guys have paid their players to be there.
Look at God. Look at God.
You and I have talked about this for decades.
25 years, as a matter of fact. More than that, but on radio, 25 years. This is you do know this is our silver anniversary. Is it silver for 25 years, or what do they call it, 25 years?
I'm not sure.
Anyway, we've been doing this. 2026 makes 25 years. We've been given the gift of sports talk, trash talking, shit talking to the world.
One more consistency about the 4 teams that remain in the college football playoffs right now. All 4 coaches are from the Nick Saban tree of coaching.
What? I didn't realize that.
Who has won more college championships than Nick Saban? There's a consistency with it. Recruiting, hard knock coaching, certain relationships between player and coach, and coach and coach. All of Nick Saban's coaches and players love him, but while they're under his tutelage, they fear him.
Yeah, shut up. STF.
They shut up. They listen. They don't question. Now we're seeing 4 of his former coaches coach for it all, and they're the only ones that's remaining.
Throw back up that bracket meme tree. Oregon dominates Texas Tech 23-0. Very embarrassing if you're Texas Tech, man. Very embarrassing because Texas Tech, out of all of the teams left, probably them and Indiana, probably the 2 programs with the least amount of fanfare and have history as far as vying for a national championship. And then also you just mentioned it, man, Indiana, in a shock to the world. It was a shock to me. I'm very embarrassed because I posted something in the 2 Hour Shoes Facebook chat group that I thought that Alabama was going to not just win the game, but I thought Alabama was about to drag the boys, and that was wrong. It was
dead wrong. And I told you that on the post. I responded to that message and said, not so fast, my friend.
38-3, they dominate Alabama. But here's the thing I'll say about my pregame post. It was a pregame prognostication.
Right,
nobody said you're crazy, Doug, before the game started, and it looked like Indiana was taking or starting to show their dominance. Nobody said, Doug, you're crazy. Everybody said it after Indiana dominated University of Alabama.
I told y'all prior to these final 12 teams that Parity is an all-time high, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's a first-time organization holding up the trophy at the end of the year.
That's not what I'm talking. That's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about at the time when I made the post about how I thought Alabama was going to drag these guys. Nobody jumped in before the game started and says, Doug, you're wrong.
Doug,
everybody said that after the game started and Indiana started dominating. That's when they said, oh, Doug, you're crazy. You're crazy.
That's a lie. My message to you came before the game after reading your post.
No.
The message I made on Facebook to your post said, not so fast, my friend. You're overlooking the dominance of this team.
Okay. All right, man.
Yeah, I didn't. What, the game didn't start yet. The minute I saw your post, I shared my thoughts because it's what Joe and I have been talking about on In the Huddle with Joe Ham. Hey, man.
No, so you said that Indiana was going to dominate Alabama?
I said that
before
Indiana
the game
would win
started?
they would win that game and they wouldn't be close.
Okay.
They're a better team.
Okay. I'm going to go back and look. We got timestamps on it. Go ahead.
One more thing. All 4 quarterbacks that are remaining right now, they're all first-year players at their institution.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier.
Well, I said they were all transfers. Okay, right. Same thing. Same thing.
Uh-huh.
But it's different because this is their first season. They didn't transfer in 2 years ago. They didn't transfer in 3 years ago. They transferred in prior to this season, and now their teams are playing for it all.
The game absolutely has changed. We talked about, you mentioned it earlier, we talked about this 25 years ago. We were scoffed at. We were laughed at. People that we worked with hated that we said these things live on radio. But you're absolutely right. And it's strange. It's real funny. If you go read the comments in some of these posts about college football and the college football playoffs and the portal and the NIL, it just seems like one group of people are mad.
Yep.
One group of people are mad. What's the new word that Tree said we're going to use this year? What's the new word, Tree? I can't hear you. You were muted, Tree.
You're muted, Tree.
What's the new word? We're not using Keebler anymore. We're not using
Nordic.
Where does that come from? Where does that come
Nordic, from? Sweden's white people, like very, very. You don't go anywhere.
The Nordics are very mad because, and I posted this. The Nordics are very mad because billionaires don't have or is not able to have free labor anymore.
Right.
To a large degree. Not every one of these kids are getting paid. Not every one of these kids' talents, I guess, mean they're going to get paid. But all in all, people are mad that billion-dollar companies are mad because they don't have free labor anymore. Oh, okay. Wow. They don't get to pimp these kids and get rich off of them anymore. And they're mad.
As dominant as OSU was for the last 2 seasons, their last 2 losses are back-to-back at that, came at the hands of Miami and Indiana, a Miami team that this past season almost didn't make the college football playoff. Miami team that lost to Louisville and SMU this past season. You can't make this stuff up, man.
Right.
So you're one of the Final 4 teams, and not only did you almost not make it into the CFP, but when you lost during the regular season, it was the 2 teams that not near person could see as the champion.
Right.
It's absolutely amazing, and I absolutely love it. On any given Saturday, anybody can be beat, and that's why the 12-team playoff needs to go to a 16-team playoff.
So, Treat, it was 2 memes right before this one. And thank you. This is the meme I actually posted Saturday after the whole weekend of the college football playoffs ended. This is the one I hate right here. Julius 29C. He says the colonizers, a.k.a. the Nordics, they also hate the transfer portal that players can leave now as well.
Right.
It's a constant theme. If you read the comments in these posts on social media, they're very upset that they can leave and go in there when they want, and they're very upset that they're actually getting paid.
Lane Kiffin was the head coach of the Ole Miss Rebels, and now he's the head coach of LSU. He was not at the game this past weekend.
And that's been going on forever.
When his team was playing to make it into the Final 4 teams of the CFP, he was at LSU's women's basketball game.
Right. But they're mad at these kids for going and getting their bag.
Second point.
To use, right.
The new head coach of Michigan, Kyle Whittingham, he coached Iowa for how long?
I'm not sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Whittingham was not Iowa, Utah. He coached Utah for the last 2 decades.
Right.
Whittingham
was not at Utah's bowl game this past weekend because he was in the box at Michigan's game.
Right.
Teams these guys coached this season, they weren't even at the games of their teams that they coached.
Because they had to go get that money.
Yeah.
But if you read, I want people to going forward. And
they better shut the hell up. They better shut the hell up.
Most people listening to the show right now are in tune with what we're saying and what we're talking about right now. But if you don't believe me, going forward, get into some of these posts about the portal and about NIL and about this team losing, that team losing. You'll see comments all the time. The portal has ruined college football.
No.
NIL has ruined college football.
It's even the scales.
What's the difference between now in college football and 10 years ago in college football? The only difference is these kids can leave and transfer just like coaches do and have been able to do. And these kids are getting paid just like coaches and organizations and programs have done over the last 100 years. So what are you saying? You are mad. You are mad because these kids can come and go when they want, and you're mad because they're actually getting paid. That is sick. You are sick if you're mad.
If you're upset, something is wrong with you.
Something is wrong with you if you're mad at these kids.
Yeah. You're okay with one segment of society doing what they want to do to get paid.
For the last 100 years.
You're disgruntled about the other segment of society doing the exact same thing.
Oh, this ruining college football. What? Nigga, please.
But Tree, you may not have the time to do it, and if you don't, it's okay. But the post that you posted that Doug made, if you could find my response to that post, it would be appreciated. But it's no big deal. This post right here.
That's not the post you're talking about.
This is the post.
Okay. I got what you're saying. All right.
Yeah, okay. This is the post I'm talking about. Because you were talking about how Indiana was about to get mollywopped.
No, that's a different post. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the post where you said Indiana was going to get mollywopped, I said, not so fast, my friend. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Alabama, Indiana, and I thought the moment might have been too big for Indiana.
No.
This is big boy football.
Why?
They on a blue blood program in football. I thought that, and I was wrong.
Indiana's lost 2 games in the last 2 years, and as a matter of fact, they've won every game they played in this year.
It looked good. It looked good. All right, when we get back from the break, man, the Ollie Report, Hollywood, coming up. Don't go away. 2 live students experience.
I love it. I love the point.
They're ruining college football.
Not so fast, my friend. 24-2 overall the last 2 seasons, 17-1 in conference play. Fresh off of cutting OSU's ass. Slow down, man.
You posted that when Indiana was in control of the game. You didn't post that before the game started.
I posted that shortly after you made the post, sir.
Okay, all right.
All right. Told you so. You and Joe. Told you so.
Hello there, it's your favorite cruise director, Arlie Michelle, and you want to be on the inaugural Cruise with the Stews, February 6th through 9th. What's up, Stew Nation? We want to see you out on the big water for the big game, and we cannot wait! Have you signed up to go with us on the cruise yet? If you haven't, there is still time. We want to see everybody's face in the place. We're going to be celebrating from Miami to Nassau, Bahamas, and back. You want to be in the place. Can't wait to see ya. Yay! We're so excited. We're going to cruise together. Cruising with you, cruising with you, cruising with you. Come on, y'all. Ah!
It's your boys, the 2 Live Stews. Doug Gordon Ryan, supposed to make up of those stews. We're now joined by the lovely Miss Arlie Wood.
Happy New Year, Arlie! Happy New Year!
Happy 2026, everybody!
Happy New Year, Arlie Wood.
So there's like some black fluff, cottony stuff in the front?
It's feathers around my Happy New Year hat.
Happy New Year, Ollie. Happy New Year.
Is that a hat or is that one of those things you stick on your head? Oh,
It's a little hat. I pinned it down though so it wouldn't slide.
I love it. I love it.
Ollie, were you at Impact for New Year's? I saw you posted something.
I sang at church.
Wow.
Thank you for doing the Lord's work, Ollie. We appreciate you.
I sang. It was such a good time. I had to sing soprano and I wasn't over there. I was struggling with them notes. The sound, it was a lot happening, but I was there and I sang and it was such a good show. Yana Crawley was our special guest. She was the season 2 winner of Sunday Best. And that girl sang them folks to church. You had to go back and look at it, Doug. It was so good.
Oh, yeah? Okay. I'm going to go back and watch
So
it. So
good.
I can go to the Impact site and they got the video? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
It'll say 8 a.m., but it'll say the New Year's Eve. It's the
Shouts
New Year's
out
Eve
to
show.
Impact United Methodist in East Perth, Georgia.
We are at Impact DCD, meaning doing church differently.org.
How was your holiday? How was your Christmas? How was your time off, Ollie? If you had time off,
I
give us a
worked.
quick rundown on how you was working. You was on the
I
grind.
was cooking. I made gumbo. I made I made the mistake of cooking late. I started early. I was cutting, dicing, slicing, and they're like, I'm gonna cook now. It's not gonna take long. But all of my things, seafood dressing, regular dressing, red velvet cake. I made for the first time a sweet potato pecan pie. Oh my God, it was
Wait,
so
say
good.
that again?
Sweet potato pecan pie.
So it
Damn,
had
that almost sounds illegal.
Ooh, it's so good.
You meshed 5 different worlds together in one pie?
It was a
Good
good
Lord.
it was a good mesh too. Oh my God, you should try
Sounds
it.
good. Yeah.
It was so good. So yeah, that's what I did the first part of the holiday. And the second part, I hung out with friends and I've had some eating, drinking, and being merry.
You even got loose nigga watching Impact Church, and he like living in California someplace.
Loose niggas in Texas.
Same thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, same thing. He was watching Impact, Ollie. I love it.
Yay!
Hey, Ollie, before we get into the entertainment news, give us an update on the cruise with the
Yes.
Stews, the Super Bowl cruise. We are taking to the Bahamas.
The 2 live stews, these gentlemen that you listen to and see on Mondays and Thursdays and throughout this, great experience of your life with them, they have decided to, but they're not going to take us, but we're all going on a cruise from Miami, Florida to the Bahamas, February 6th to the 9th. It is our Super Bowl cruise or the big game. So the Super Bowl doesn't come and get us and spank our hand. We're going on the big game cruise, February 6th, which is a Friday, through Monday, the 9th of February. We have some wonderful, we're on the Wonder of the Seas, which is a Royal Caribbean cruise, one of the ships from the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. And we're going to have some fun flying out of Miami, Florida, Avenidos a Miami, and going to Nassau, Bahamas, having a perfect day at Coco Cay, and then coming on back. We'll watch the game together. So bring your favorite jersey. By then, we'll know who's going to be there. But hey, I'm still going to have my Falcons Vic jersey on, Michael.
Ollie, would I be wrong to wear my own jersey on the cruise?
No, I think you should, Ryan. Wear your own jersey. Yes.
You think so, really?
Yes.
Baby,
If I had a
kind
jersey.
of corny though. Isn't that kind of corny though?
Will you want me to wear your jersey?
That's an idea.
Well, wearing your
I
own
had
jersey.
a jersey, honey.
You asked, I'm sorry. You asked, could you wear your own jersey, you said?
I asked if it would be corny if I wore my own jersey on the boat.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm going to pull out.
That's 100% breaking some type of man law, man. Don't do that.
Thank you.
Ollie don't get it. Let me throw this out there, man. Y'all send a prayer out for my my middle daughter Kayla, who 2 days before Trump sent the boys over there, strong arming these folks over there in Venezuela, she traveled to Colombia, man. She's in Colombia, which is like the next country over.
Right there.
And nothing really going on in Colombia. Colombia has nothing to do with what's going on in Venezuela and what's happening in Venezuela. But it's just uneasy, the fact that it's so close.
She's closer to the proximity of the destruction that's going on over there right now.
Yeah.
There's other people over there they stuck in the islands over there.
They've talked about how so many flights have been shut down, and they said that everything is back up and running and everything.
Did she fly or did she cruise?
She flew.
She'll be okay, man. She'll
Her
be all right, man.
her and a bunch of her line sisters. So yeah,
She'll
say
be
a
all
little
right.
prayer
She'll
out
be
for
all right.
Kayla Stewart. Yeah,
I'm glad you shared that.
Please
and her
let
crew.
come back.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, she's gonna be amazing. She's fine. Yes,
Mhm.
that's what I want to know. I thought it was Breaking Man Life. You wore some other man jersey. That's what I thought. I don't know if Doug is gonna be the parameter by which we measure what we gonna do.
I agree, but I agree with Doug on this one. I mean, you
it's
can't
a man law. You wouldn't. Ollie wouldn't understand. No offense to you, Ollie, but you wouldn't understand. A ninja cannot wear his own jersey out in public.
But I wear stuff that says Arlie Wood. Is that wrong? Like it's my stuff. It's my world.
It might be a different set of rules for women. It's a different set of rules for women.
Let me get a jersey. Watch, if I was Serena Williams, I would have a Serena Williams tennis outfits and everything.
The only thing that would be worse than you wearing your own jersey out in public is if you have it tucked in your jeans. That's the only thing that would be worse.
Real quick. And I don't want to stay on this because Ollie's got to get to her report.
Yeah.
But what makes Trump any different than Putin? Putin invading people's country, now Trump invading. What makes him any different?
They want them people oil and they know different.
None.
I wish somebody.
Trump is a fake tough guy.
Oh my
He's
God.
a fake tough guy. He probably couldn't bust a grape. He probably ain't never been in a fight in his life, but yet he's strong arming these people, strong arming countries.
It's your time, Arlie. Let's go. What you got in this report? It's your time.
Let's get it.
Now, first of all, I didn't give my baller. Isn't it ballers and busters? I want to give a baller to the Falcons for beating the Saints. I know it don't matter in the grand scheme because he lost. He still had an under 500 season. But y'all don't know what it's like going to school in Louisiana and having to fight every 2 times a year about some doggone Saints and Falcons. And my son got the audacity to be a Saints fan, and he gives me, and I give him the Buster Award because he don't give me no love.
Not only does he live in that area, his daddy made money off them people too. His daddy played for that team.
I know, and I cheered for him for 2 years now. I ain't gonna lie. Don't nobody come for me. I ain't had no choice. I was sitting over there with them people. I would be quietly cheering like this.
But you're in a rock and a hard place. You grew up in Atlanta. You were born in Mississippi. Born in Mississippi, raised in Atlanta, went to high school in Atlanta. There's a big thing between the Falcons and the Saints. Your husband played for the Saints, Ernest Dixon.
Ex-husband
played. So it's a lot going on. We understand if you root for either one.
No. I'm rooting for the Falcons. I have to quietly root for the Falcons in the Saints Stadium, though, because they will fight you. They're not as bad as Philadelphia. They're not as bad, but they're trying to get there.
You got 10 minutes, Arlie. Let's get to
okay, y'all. Listen. So, what's up with y'all? It's your girl, Arlie Michelle. Happy 2026 to everybody out there. I was supposed to take some time to come up with our own happy birthday song, but since I did, guess who's gonna sing it?
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Today is January 5th, and we want to wish a happy birthday to every one of you out there listening who might have had an anniversary, a celebration of an anniversary, a birthday, or any kind of celebration. January 1st through today, January 5th. But in the and you're our real celebrity, Stu Nation. But the other celebrities that we kind of know, we have former model and ex-wife of Eddie Murphy, Nicole Murphy, is 58 today.
She bad
Personality,
to the bone too.
She
bad to the bone.
She is fine. Yes, Eddie. And
5 kids. I think she had 5 kids.
Just love he went here.
Her stomach flat is yeah.
Personality, Miss Juicy Baby is 53. Former NBA player and current Arkansas assistant coach Tyler Eulis is 30. Actor Jason Mitchell, who played Eazy-E, remember he did an excellent job straight out of Compton. Eazy-E's 39.
He's been kind of blackballed in Hollywood, right? For something. What did he do?
He was on The Chi, the TV show The Chi, and second season, and one of the actors and one of the showrunners said that he did something inappropriate.
Sexual assault. Yeah, right.
Yeah. And I don't know whatever happened with that. Actor and comedian Guy Torry is 57 today. Over the holidays, January 1st through January 3rd, we missed some notables. Actor and heartthrob Mars Chestnut had a birthday. Tank Sexy Self had a birthday. Kima Rayner, y'all would know her from the group Total. Keisha, Kima, and Pamela, 53. AJ Johnson, she turned 63, y'all, on January 2nd. Wow. AJ, when them
who?
Wow.
AJ Johnson, my Sarah, played Spellman, Ada Chapter. Y'all remember AJ? She was the one in
House Parties.
Yes, all that. Baby Boy. Ving Rhames, Cuba Gooding Jr., Tay Diggs, and the theme song. He sings my theme song. Lord, get it, shouty. He was singing directly to me because he wanted me to get it. He turned 40, and radio personality Angela Yee turned 50 over the holidays that we've been gone. So happy birthday to them.
Happy birthday to all of them.
So y'all, first up, my first story. I had no idea this happened right after Lord, what's his name? His name just Joshua Anthony
Joshua.
Boxer. Anthony Joshua. Right after he fought, he and beat, Jake. He flies over to visit his family, his mom and dad, who are in Lagos, Nigeria. And there's a horrible crash, and the two people in the car with it was 4 people in the car. Their driver, him, and then these 2 other gentlemen, Sima Gami and Latif Ayodele. They have an accident, and both of them die. He is, of course, rushed to the hospital. They check him out. He has not spoken since then. He finally puts that post that we just saw, and he posts with their parents. Allegedly, he didn't say who the people were, but it looks like it was the parents of those 2 gentlemen who were his friend and a part of his team. He sustained some injuries, nothing that would keep him, there were minor injuries, and he was later discharged, but his 2 people in the car passed away. And so they're going to be like, they're investigating this to see if the driver did something wrong or what happened. But y'all, it just goes, I say this story to say how fleeting life is. You could be on the highest of highs one day and the lowest of lows. So live your life to the fullest.
Live and love it. Live and love it.
Let me ask y'all this, man. I can't remember where I was at one of these countries, and y'all always talk about I don't travel, but it might have been Cabo, or it might have been Cabo, it might have been Puerto Vallarta, I think.
Or someplace right outside of Myrtle Beach. But go ahead and tell the story.
Right. But from the airport to the resort, I was in it was like a Jeep RV type thing. And the roads were so bad. All I could think about was Left Eye. Even though that was a flight in which she died. No, Left Eye was in a vehicle. Left Eye was in a vehicle. But the roads were so bad, I kind of get and understand what probably happened with Anthony Joshua and his friends. Those third world countries, their roads are horrible, horrible, horrible. You hit a pothole, or you come to a bad part of the road, man. I can see accidents happen over. I was so scared, and all I could think about was Left Eye and how she died in the same scenario type of thing, man. So rest in peace to those guys with Anthony Joshua. That's just horrible.
It is.
And then you have, you always have people that survive those things. You have survivor's remorse. Like, that's always something to deal with. And he is like a 2-time heavyweight world champion.
Yeah.
I just don't know what that does. Like, I know you have to get therapy. I just hope I pray for him that, sometimes in our communities, we don't believe in getting support, particularly with incidents like that. That's PTSD. Just feel like it got written all over it. So I hope he gets support, because literally you just won $90-some million. You live in the high life. You going over to send some money to your people and, hang out with your family for the holidays. And at the holidays just makes it, death is already hard, but at the holidays, it's like, oh my God.
It's terrible.
And you talk about going over these little roads. You could be right here on 285 and oh, Jesus. For those who are not from Atlanta or have not been here, we got to go around. It's like the Indianapolis 500.
Yeah.
Folks be rolling on that thing like it is. You got to do 90 just to keep up. That's my daddy said they'll be in your ashtray. Anyway, so we're praying for those families of the loved ones, and for the survivors and their families as well. Second up, Drake, is always suing people. Well, Drake is now being sued, and they've hit him with a RICO. It's of course, nothing has been, let's just say, make it very clear that there's no proof. There's not been proven. This has not gone to court yet. These are mere allegations that are being presented in a lawsuit, and they have not been proven yet in court, but it is an ongoing case. The persons that have filed the lawsuit, it's a class action lawsuit seeking $5 million in damages and a jury trial. So they wanted to take it to court. And defendants, which is Drake and these 2 other gentlemen, have not yet made any kind of statements about it, but they're being sued, RICO. The claims are that they're 2 claims, that they're promoting an illegal online casino, and then they're taking this currency the second claim is that they're taking the currency that's going between the 2 and funding artificial music streams, saying that Drake is taking the music streams and trying to use bots to plump up his likes on Spotify and Apple Music. So the same thing that Drake said that Kendrick Lamar did, people are saying Drake now has done it. fabricating popularity is the quote unquote being.
Isn't that ironic?
It is.
Isn't that ironic? Because Drake has been known or alleged to use ghostwriters. He don't even write his rhymes. Now he's using the next level of stealing or stealing lyrics. Doesn't that seem ironic, kind of?
It does. And the fact that he had already said that's what they did to Kendrick Lamar last year for the Song of the Year. Remember, it was Not Like Us. And he was like, oh, that can't be it. He ain't that popular. And he said they were using bots and trying to change the algorithm. And now it's being alleged that that's what he's doing to artificially inflate his music streaming numbers on multiple platforms like Spotify and Apple Music.
Shame on him.
Yeah, I mean, it has not been proven. Let us say these are allegations, but it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. You know, once people start on you, it's kind of like Nicki Minaj. They're just down the hill. They want her to get. They want Trump to move her on to Trinidad and Tobago. Last up, I want to mention this young lady named Layla Edwards. Don't know if you've heard of her, but she is the first Black woman to play for Team USA's Women's Winter Olympic Hockey ice hockey team.
Go ahead, sister. Go ahead, sister.
That's dope.
21-year-old hockey player has broken barriers as the youngest American to win Most Valuable Player at the Women's Ice Hockey Championship when she was just 20, and now she's on the U.S. team. I'm just sad that in 2026 we still getting firsts.
That's crazy.
It's true.
It just
That's
baffles
true.
my mind.
Ollie, before you go, on the 7th of January, one of our great listeners, the great Marvin Childs, will be turning double nickel 55. So
What?
happy early birthday to Marvin Childs.
Happy
birthday
to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Marvin Childs. Marvin used to go to Impact. He was married to one of my classmates.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's
So
awesome.
yeah, I know Marvin. He's tall. Marvin is a tall brother.
Outstanding job today, Ollie. We appreciate you.
Ollie, thank you so much. Happy New
Love you,
Year.
back. Love you, Stu.
Welcome
be
back,
back.
Ollie. We love you. We love you too, Ollie. Welcome back. Outstanding job.
All right, when we get back from the break, we intentionally did it. We didn't get into the Georgia game. Georgia and Ole Miss. We'll talk a little bit about that. I want to get your thoughts on it, man. Ryan is a Georgia Tech alumni, so as you can tell from the laughing, he's happy. And we're going to talk about the Nordics a little bit more, man.
Oh,
I
gosh.
still like Colonizer. Colonizer, I think, is my go-to.
Nordics is pretty good.
But Nordics is pretty hard.
Nordics pretty
I like
good.
Nordics. Yeah. Don't go
Y'all
away.
keep
Two
it
Live
locked.
Students Experience. Yep.
Yes. Yes. Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and Poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. One of my best friends just hit me up saying how stupid Drake should feel if he gets popped for this situation he's being accused of. And I responded to one of my best friends. Drake's going to feel more stupid than Puff if he gets popped for what he's being accused of. How you got all the money in the world, but you're trying to manipulate the numbers to look better than somebody else to the point where you get RICO charges. Damn.
Very childish. It's very childish as well.
Damn.
It's very childish as well. We just came back from the break with Public Enemy, man. That's been our theme song. We always kind of like model our show as the public enemy of sports talk radio. And so I asked Tree to do something this year. We're going to feature like old school artists, a couple of tracks coming back from the breaks, and we thought it was only fitting that we start off with PE, Public Enemy, in this new year. So shouts out to them guys.
Hey man, what were we about to get into right now? Because I want to mention something real quick.
We're about to get into Georgia going home, man. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll shouts out to the good folks at WGPR. I'll mention something else after we do that because that probably has more precedent and more weight than what I want to mention.
Well, real quick, once again, we mentioned it at the top of the show. We are based in ATL, Georgia. This is my 31st year in Atlanta and our 25th year doing radio. So it's a big conversation about Georgia football, obviously year in and year out. Kirby Smart has done a phenomenal job since he's been the head coach, taking over for Mark Richt. But the Georgia Bulldogs went down this past weekend, man. That meme's not right. That meme is not right. I'm so sorry, Tree. That's totally wrong. That's from a previous game.
They lost 39-34.
They lost 39-34 in the Sugar Bowl. Ole Miss made crucial plays in the fourth quarter. Big story coming out of this game was the kid Chambliss. He made a lot of money. The quarterback for Ole Miss made a ton of money this weekend. Ryan, you even made the comparison that the dude looked like Patrick Mahomes. I like that. Yes. The little shuttle pass thing that he did on the sideline is going to be a generational type play that fans at Ole Miss are going to remember forever. College football fans are going to remember forever. But they get it done, man. And the Georgia Bulldogs, they go down 39-34. What are your thoughts about the game?
Trinidad Chambliss, who has won 2 Division II titles before coming to play D1 ball for Ole Miss.
This is portal talk. This is portal talk.
30 for 46, 362 yards, 2 TDs. And even though the Georgia defensive front were pressuring him with just the front 4, they couldn't get to him. He was back there imitating Barry Sanders, running behind the line of scrimmage before finding someone down the field to throw the ball with pinpoint accuracy.
Let me jump in and ask you one thing. You're watching the Two Live Stews experience.
Please, sir, go ahead, please.
And I just mentioned how I think the young man, he made a lot of money this weekend.
No
meaning
question.
His draft stock just went up tremendously or whatever it was before.
Yes.
That being said, do you think what he did this past weekend, that what you watch, do you think that translates or it's going to translate to the NFL, or like we've been saying about Shedeur turning his back and doing these pirouettes? He gotta tone that down a lot at the next level. What are your thoughts?
He doesn't do what Shedeur does. What he does is moves the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what's needed in today's game when you've got 280-pound, 6'5" defensive ends like Myles Garrett that runs 4'6" or 4'7", chasing you down. You can't be a statue in today's game.
We totally understand that. We've been saying it for 25 years. Do you think that he needs to tone it down a little bit, or do you think the level of running and evading the rush was perfect? Like the amount that he did it is perfect, and you can see that translating to the next level.
The experts will want you to stay in the pocket, and all I want you to do is move the goddamn chains. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. He wasn't taking sacks like Shedeur does when Shedeur pirouettes backwards.
Mm-hmm.
He used the entire field to be able to complete a pass, and they couldn't get to him. I think he'll be an excellent pro in the future, and my comparison to him and Patrick Mahomes was right on par.
Man, so you think based on what you saw, and I don't know how many times you watch Ole Miss this year, I think I've seen them play twice. That being the second time? Go ahead.
That was my 4th time watching Ole Miss, and one of the other times when I watched them was versus the Georgia team that beat them earlier in the season with the same quarterback.
Right.
But he was doing the same things. He's had a phenomenal year at that position.
Man, this kind of reminds me, there's been a lot of quarterbacks that in their last year in college just came from nowhere. Like before the season started, nobody knew Cam Newton. I guess maybe people that follow high school recruiting, they probably knew him or whatever.
Right.
But he had been to junior college. He left Florida. He was the backup. He went to junior college. The man came in and had the greatest year a quarterback ever had, and he went from obscurity to the number 1 pick in the draft. How high do you think Chambliss is going to go?
If he comes out this year, and I've got someone that says he's not coming out, if he comes out this year, he'll be a top 12, 15 pick. No question in my mind. He's got the intangibles. Strong arm, velocity. He knows football, high football IQ, speed, pocket awareness. I love this kid, Trinidad. I love him.
Guess what? The portal makes all of this happen. All of this is possible because of the portal.
No question.
All of this is possible because of the portal. How many quarterbacks have we seen over the last decade? Joe Burrow. There's a lot of guys that were backups at one team, transferred, got an opportunity to start, and balled out of control. But guess what? People hate the portal is ruining college football.
What I don't want to do is rain on the parade of the Georgia Bulldogs, but when you've got quarterbacks, the last 3 quarterbacks that have been 6 foot, 210 pounds, little Nordics that aren't superior athletically, you're limiting yourself.
Hey, listen.
And hold on.
Go ahead.
The mentality of the mind of the Georgia coach is MAGA.
Hey,
so he don't see a Trinidad Chambliss. He don't see the abilities that Nico Amalamaleva has. He can't look past the fact that they're not like him.
Hey, listen, man.
He thinks they can't think like he can, so they can't be his quarterback. That's why Georgia has a problem.
So what Ryan was referring to is Kirby Smart has had some traditionally not the greatest mobile quarterback. And Gunnar Stockton, the quarterback for Georgia now, he's mobile. But what you're talking about is Deshaun Watson, who's from the state of Georgia mobile.
Yes.
You're talking about Cam Newton, who's from the state of Georgia mobile.
Yes.
I called your LB the next morning after the game, and I says, bruh,
you don't like
I like Gunnar Stockton,
right?
But I refuse to believe out of 700 schools in the state of Georgia, with this transfer portal, y'all can't get a little bit more athletic quarterback behind center at the University of Georgia.
And time out, man. Time out. Okay? I don't want to make this a race situation.
Right.
But there's only a handful of teams that have Nordics that play running back, have DBs that are Nordics, have receivers that are Nordics, have safeties that are Nordics, have kick returners, punt returners that are Nordics. And why? Because their coach has a Nordic mentality. So he's hampering the abilities that his team could have because he wants certain players in certain positions for his team.
That's
can those guys play? Yes, they can play. But are they better than an athletic 6'5", 200? Sir, Alabama brought a backup in that was 6'6", 240 pounds of straight Negro. He's going to be phenomenal, and he's the backup, a third-year backup. He's going to be phenomenal. You mean to tell me that Kirby Smart couldn't get that guy to be ahead of Gunnar Stockton?
Hey, man, Deshaun Watson wasn't on Georgia's radar. Now, I'm going back to, I think Mark Richt was there, was the coach still. When Deshaun Watson was, go ahead.
It's not a Georgia situation because Georgia blessed us with the great Quincy Carter. Georgia blessed us with the great DJ Shockley. Georgia's not opposed to having a black quarterback. It's MAGA-minded Kirby Smart that's opposed to having a black quarterback.
But what I'm saying is Deshaun Watson, I think, was under Mark Richt. I don't think Deshaun Watson was.
You're correct. You're correct.
Okay, and I also think Cam Newton. I think Cam was under the Rick era as well.
Correct.
But the point is, it seems like there's a theme when you get Gunnar Stockton and Jacob Eason and Jake Fromm and Stetson Bennett. When you get these guys, like I refuse. I said it. I'm going to say it one more time. Go ahead.
All who were very good quarterbacks in Kirby's system.
But the game has changed.
Yes! Damn it! It's a different game.
It's a
You
different game.
you can't have statues. You can't have less than. You need more, especially in power positions like quarterback, kick returners that can flip the field with one play on special teams.
We mentioned earlier how the game has changed and it's not about these high school kids anymore. We talked about the situation with Joe Hamilton's son. You mean that you can't tell me that you can jump in the portal and not find somebody with a lot more athleticism, man?
Yeah, you can, but you refuse to.
It seems like they refuse to.
You're looking for one type of player for certain positions. You don't think non-Nordics can think at that position. That's why you don't put them in that position.
That's what it seems like. Your boy Dabo Sweeney, this year succumbed to the fact that he's got to move on and saying that he's going to now go to the portal. They've already got NIL in place because of IPTAY, the IPTAY program. You know anything?
But they had to.
But Dabo Sweeney, for many, many years, since the portal has come about and NIL has come about, the head coach of the Clemson Tigers, is he refuses to use it because he doesn't believe in it.
He's opposed to it.
He still believes in players not getting paid.
Right.
He hates the fact that players can move around. But this year, after the season, there's reports that he's come out, and I think he's even talked about it in press conferences, where he said, all right, I give, uncle. Okay, y'all got me screaming uncle. I am going to go ahead and jump in this portal and, pay these kids accordingly through NIL.
And whose job was in question at the end of this year's season in college football? Dabo's. You got to succumb to your antiquated ways, Dabo Sweeney.
Yeah.
Kirby Smart. Yeah, you've got to succumb to the fact that you think mentally there's one player that's superior to the other. You got to stop it if you want to compete.
Yo, LB, Claude, shouts out to Claude. What do you call him? I think the name that you give him is the Tricky Tray.
He's the Tricky Tray from DK.
I called that man. I had a 45-minute conversation with that man.
Yeah.
Dog, it's not like that, dog.
Yes, no. Unfortunately, my LB, because he's a Georgia fan and he's led by MAGA, has a MAGA mentality looking at his team. But he does work. Kirby got a system that works.
Well, it does work. I mean, they've won 10 games a year for the last 6 or 7 years, it seems like.
It's an old, outdated system, and when he puts his team up against a Trinidad Chambliss, he's going to lose.
Show you right.
He's going to lose.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Dabo lost to Duke this year. When your mind is so simple to think that one group of people can't do something that the other can, or one group of people can't think like another group, you're limiting your success for your team, for your coaches, and for your fans. That's Kirby Smart. That's Dabo Sweeney.
Yeah. The defeat in the first round of the expanded college football playoffs meant those that the Georgia Bulldogs are out after a 12-1 regular season that included an SEC championship victory over Alabama. Yeah, man, it's very strange to watch, and you mentioned it earlier, it's very strange to see Ole Miss, at this level dominating, and their coach left to take another job already.
Let's talk about that.
There's not a better job that can be had out there probably than LSU.
Okay.
So I get it. So I totally get it.
Yep.
But it's just very strange to see what's happened with Lane Kiffin leaving a program that has a shot to win a national championship to go take another job. It's very strange.
This is good. This is good. Are you mad at Lane Kiffin, or do you think Lane Kiffin made the wrong decision? Seeing the team that he had, who's now one of the final 4 teams that he walked away from, are you mad at Lane Kiffin for what he's done?
I don't think those are the right words to use. There's probably a better way you can describe it. I'm not mad at him at all. No.
Okay. Ooh, we're on the same page.
I'm not mad at him at all. Because they've been doing this. This is not new. This is not the new part of guys leaving their program for another program for a better opportunity, for more money, et cetera, et cetera.
But what is different about this is You left a championship team with championship players that are still playing. You were coaching this team that is 13-1 right now.
Now, it's a little bit different because of NIL. It's a little bit different. But you're going to historically, you're going to get better football players to go to LSU than you do to Ole Miss.
I agree.
That's the only difference. But that's been minimized even because of the portal.
Well,
so it's not that big of a deal anymore.
So you got 6 in one hand, half dozen in another. But the odds of Lane Kiffin getting to a title game or getting to the Final Four next season is slim to none. It's possible, but he left a team that may win a championship this season, and I'm not mad at him for doing so, but was it the right thing to do?
Yeah, it's a different day and time. I mean, you've been really harping on that, and it's absolutely true. It's a different day and time, man.
Yeah,
it's not the normal situation when a coach leaves a great program, goes to another great program, or goes to another program in general because he has to rebuild. These guys really don't have to quote unquote rebuild.
Right.
And you know LSU got money. The governor, was it the governor or the mayor of New Orleans? I think it was the governor's
governor.
We got to get this shit straight. Like, the governor's concerned about college football to the degree where he talked about it in a political type conversation. So yeah, man, it's going to be interesting.
I think anybody in their right mind would prefer to be in Baton Rouge, Louisiana versus Oxford, Mississippi.
Well, Baton Rouge ain't that much better, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
No, Louisiana is different than Mississippi. Just a tad, but it's different.
Yeah.
Louisiana is one of the best plays in college football, whereas Ole Miss is not.
No, right. Historically, no. Okay. Absolutely not.
All right.
Yeah, we get back to the break. Last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group. Don't go away. Don't go away.
And a quick shout out to the good folks in WGPR, Hot 107.5 HD2 Detroit FM Sports Rap Network. We appreciate you, Rashad. Big things popping for Stewart Media and Entertainment because we got boots on the ground with the Sports Rap Network folks that are making things happen. We appreciate you.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
Don't go away. Shouts out to Public Enemy. Shouts out to PE.
Yeah,
Chuck D.
He keep recruiting quarterbacks that hunt and fish that are 6 foot tall, 220 pounds, because that's his mentality. He keeps bringing in those guys as if this is where our success must be tied to. You're wrong, Kirby. You're wrong.
Bulldogs.
Hey, yo, Bird. Just make your paper. Any way you choose. But understand the rules. If you get caught, you lose.
You can move a stone. You can move a key. You can move a pound or two. You can move some speed. You can move some X. You can move some shroom tea. You can move anything you get your hands on. G. You can move some Hario. Uh-oh, here we go. Uh-oh, there they go. Uh-oh, here we go.
Needles, man, please. I retired from those when I hung up my cleats. Why get poked when you can snack your way slim? Brain IQ chews are all natural, taste great, and keep you in the game. Shots hurt, chews work. BrainIQ.com/REF/OneLiveStew. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/OneLiveStew. Brain IQ chews. Smarter than shots, stronger than excuses.
Nothing like that, Public Enemy. Welcome back to you boys, the Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews Experience. He's Doug and I'm Ryan, and we're your Two Live Stews.
I told you the story.
WGPR Hot 107.5 HD2 FM in Detroit. What story you tell me?
I told you the story about how my line's name is Terror Dome 32.
Oh,
I've told you the story?
Yes, you've told me, but I'm sure there's about 250 people listening right now that hadn't heard it.
It's way more than 250. Yeah, when we were online, man, one of our big brothers, every time we had a learning session, he blasted some type of PE in the background.
I love it.
And one of his favorite songs was Welcome to the Terror Dome, man. Shouts out to Howard Bush, a.k.a. Heart Attack, a.k.a. the Pumpernickel.
That's something I love about the frat. And for those who didn't know this, I'll share it with you. Every time you hear
if you're new to the show, we are brothers of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
If you meet someone that's in a frat, more times than not, their line name has something to do with their line's process. And each individual's line name has something to do with that individual's line process.
Right.
And it's beautiful.
It's
That's
beautiful.
a great story to tell, sir.
It's
My
very
line,
beautiful.
My line was called the Chain Gang.
Mm-hmm.
One of the reasons why was because every night before we went on learning sessions with the bros,
Right.
we helped one bruh build a foundation to his home.
Like a chain gang.
Like a
Y'all didn't get paid for it or nothing.
No, free labor.
Right.
We did it to learn more knowledge that night after we got done working.
Like college football players.
The entire time we were out in the yard building his foundation, we were singing and chanting, I've been working on the man, working on the chain. Gang. That's the sound of the men. So that's how we ended up being called Chain Gang, because we did that every night for like 5 months.
That's live. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Hey, two things I wanted to mention before we jump into these memes in the last 48. And you are watching and listening to the Two Live Stews Experience, Sports Talk with Hot Sauce, the public enemy of sports talk radio. Shouts out to our homeboy Pee Wee Shine. Check out Apple and Spotify music. Just search Pee Wee Shine or BMX. B as in boy. BMX. Hot. Real hot. Old school artist. Been doing it for like 40 years. No lie. Apple Music and Spotify. Also, one other thing, man. I got a text from one of the bros, ironically, and he reminded me that O.J. Simpson had 2,000 yards in 14 games.
Right.
Who was it that just broke the rushing record a couple of years ago? Can't think of who it was.
No, it wasn't Saquon Barkley. It was.
Oh, it was surrounding Saquon Barkley getting 2,000 yards.
Okay.
And I made the point that no, on an average, you have to do it by average per game, because there's different amount of games that are played historically in the NFL. O.J. Simpson got 2,000 yards in 14 games. This is tying into the Myles Garrett stuff.
Okay.
And he did it in 17 games, not 16, yada, yada.
I understand.
So,
But real quick,
Michael Strahan said, I did it in 16 games.
And Michael Strahan was given his final sack to get the record in the last game of the year. He didn't earn that sack.
You can't prove that.
Well, I saw both games. Yeah, someone laid down for Michael Strahan to get his sack.
Was it Aaron Rodgers?
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, O.J. Simpson got his 2,000 in 14 games when they ran the ball 85 to 90% of the time. So when you get 2,000 yards now, you're throwing the ball 65 to 75% of the time. You're not running it as much anymore. It's 6 in one hand, half dozen in another. Your numbers are your numbers. It's varied from decade to decade.
We're gonna call this show the 6 in one hand, half dozen another. You said that like 5 times.
It's the truth, though.
Yeah, and I guess
they didn't throw the ball all around the park when OJ was running.
I guess I'm partial to the Juice. That's my favorite athlete,
sports
athlete of all time. But what you're saying is true.
He had more. The Juice.
They gave him, but I guess now that says we got to look at the carries and do an average. But you're right. I just wanted to bring that up because somebody reminded me.
2,000 yards is 2,000 yards. I don't give a damn if you did it in 14 games or 17 games. I don't care. It's a lot of yards.
It's a lot of yards.
Bro went
That's a lot of
down
guys.
a little quick too. Laugh out loud. Mar Diddy. What is Mar Diddy referring to? And shouts out to you, Mar Diddy.
The sack that Myles Garrett got on Joe Burrow, he went down real quick.
Yeah, he went down quick so Myles Garrett wouldn't run through him and break his spine.
No, Myles Garrett came out. He got pushed behind Burrow, and Burrow, I mean, he had like freaking ghost. He thought it was a ghost or something. He laid down. He didn't even try to run forward. He laid down.
It was a game where Burrow was getting his behind beat on too, and he's injury prone. Anybody ever get close to him and he sees him, he's dropping. He don't want that smoke.
Let's get to the last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group over the last 48 hours. Tree, let's roll them out.
I would like to do something before we do that. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Can we invite Tree in for a second, please?
Go ahead.
Real quick.
Tree, come on in, Tree. This is the producer. This is the producer to the show. If you're new to the show,
we haven't invited you in. We haven't said good morning. We haven't said Happy New Year. We haven't asked how your break was. We hadn't done any of that. Please excuse our rudeness, if that's the right way to say it.
Your hair looks good, Tree.
But Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Your wig does look good. How was your break? How was your break? How was your Christmas? Please share that with us. And good morning to you, Tree. We hadn't done that yet.
Happy New Year!
Good morning, darlings. Everything is well. It was a great break. I enjoyed myself. I
actually ran into her. She's hanging out with some of the same people I hung out with. Shouts out to Barker, OB, Oliver Barker. He had a little set at his house. He's got like this laid out phenomenal backyard grilling area. It was phenomenal. He had a bunch of people over. I walk up and who do I see sitting there? It's Tree.
I love it.
Eating and drinking alcohol. And
yes.
He saw me, but I didn't see him.
When you were in the holiday, the holiday spirit was upon you.
My friends were like, "You're looking."
She looked at me for
him.
10 seconds. I did like this, and she was like, "You wear glasses, don't you?"
Mentally, she was someplace else.
He was right here. He was right here. I had a great time.
Yes, that's good.
I made lots of macaroni over the last 10 days.
Very good for the kids. The kids love macaroni. That's awesome.
We hung out, me, Kayla Cameron, and my husband's mother hung out on Christmas Day, and then me and Kayla hung out on on New Year's, and me and Cameron went to Georgia Tech to a basketball game when they played FAMU.
We're going to have a different year this upcoming year, Tree, and I'm excited about it. But I did want to mention how I saw a picture of you and your daughter, and she's just so drop dead freaking gorgeous. I asked you if she was adopted.
Very rude, very out of the way.
I'm not being mean here.
How are you doing? I should read the text. How are you doing, Tree? Merry Christmas. Can I just ask you a question? And then he proceeds to accuse me of not having my child.
It wasn't an accusation, Tree. It was. Tree, I'm not trying. I'm not trying to start off on a negative. I'm not trying to do that, Tree.
That's what it sounds like, man.
No,
I'm just casual observer.
Don't do
but
this.
That's what it sounds like.
Don't do this.
It's the first
don't do this.
Yeah, this is what you do.
No, don't do this.
You say Tree's daughter's adopted? Is that what you do?
This. I didn't say she was. I just asked. She's a beautiful young lady, and let's get
to these.
She
last
is. We'll
Tree,
talk again. In a
Happy
minute.
New Year. Happy New Year. Welcome back, and we're looking forward to an outstanding year. I'm glad you had a great break.
We already won. We've already
Shout
out to you for your prayers. We'll talk about it.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. All right.
Let's do it.
She's the young lady is she's literally a gorgeous young lady. And never mind. Last 48.
Man, this is really hard to see. I didn't realize it was this hard to see, but we're gonna get through it.
What do you mean? But it's gonna look the same way she showed us in the meeting, man.
No, I thought with our pictures to the side in the pregame show that it would be a little bit bigger.
Okay. You can't make this up.
But anyway.
All right.
Shouts out to Justin Valentine. Shouts out. Happy New Year, Q.
Happy New Year, Q.
Says I think Breeze, Fitzgerald, and Kuechly.
Kuechly. Yep.
Are locks. Everyone else is up in the air. In the air.
Willie Anderson has to be there. Drew Brees has to be there.
Hold on, man. Hold on. You think Willie Anderson is a Hall of Famer? Now, I like Willie. You have a common tie with Willie.
Yes.
You and Willie shared the same agent at one point. I get that.
And Willie and I still talk to this day.
But do you really think Willie Anderson's name rings out like that? Offensive lineman for Cincinnati Bengals. You think his name rings out like that to be a Hall of Famer?
Yes. You know why?
Why?
Because he never gave up a sack on his quarterback.
Wait,
That's why.
Willie Anderson never gave up a sack in his career?
Willie Anderson has never given up a sack on his quarterback.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
No, it's no hate that I don't believe that.
Okay, yeah. He's one of the best, just like Orlando Pace, to ever do it.
Yeah, but Orlando
and his team was terrible. Okay, his team didn't win, but it wasn't because of him and Takeo Spikes, who also deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Ryan, I think you're being partial because you know these guys.
All right, that's fine.
Like I just gave the story. You share an agent with him. Y'all did at one point. No, I don't see how Willie Anderson's going to get into the Hall of Fame. Nobody that's watching right now, probably outside of a Cincinnati Bengals fans, knows who Willie Anderson is. No offense to him. He's a great guy. I met him before. All right, so Willie, let's do this. I'm going to run through these names. I got all the names right here. I'm going to run through these names. You say thumbs up, thumbs down.
Okay.
You've already said you think Willie Anderson is in. Drew Brees.
Yes.
Jamari Evans. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
No.
But that's my point. Okay, let me set the stage. I've said this for many years. 25 years I've said this.
Okay.
If I don't hear your name and instantly think, oh yeah, that's a Hall of Famer, I don't need to see stats. I don't need to see nothing else. If I don't instantly say yes, Hall of Famer, then I don't think you should be in the Hall of Fame. That's just my opinion.
Okay. Willie Anderson gave up 13 sacks in his 13 seasons. Hold on. 13 seasons, 16 sacks. And the number right here says giving up 16 sacks over 13 seasons is absurdly good for a blindside tackle. It's one of the key reasons Anderson is regarded as one of the best offensive linemen of his era and deserving of the Hall of Fame. So, okay, I embellished a little bit.
Do you know who Jamari Evans is? Or
No.
Jahai Evans?
Well, yeah, I know who he is, but no, he doesn't deserve to be in the Hall.
Played for the Saints, okay? He's the third guy at the top, okay? Larry Fitzgerald, everybody knows he's definitely a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Frank Gore.
You and I are going to argue and debate this, but yes, I think Frank Gore deserves it.
We got a long discussion about – go ahead.
And I understand why you say he doesn't. Let me just say that too.
Listen to this. You may not have known this.
Okay.
Frank Gore, was he like the third leading rusher of all time? Gaining rusher of all time?
And was the first for a significant period of time.
Frank Gore has never made one first-team All-Pro. In his entire illustrious career, Frank Gore is the epitome of what I'm talking about. He was solid. He's a very good player, but does his name ring out? When you hear Frank Gore, do you say instantly Hall of Fame?
No.
The man was never a first-team All-Pro, and really that's the big thing. We're not talking about Pro Bowls, and I don't even know how many Pro Bowls he's had, but I looked up the All-Pro thing because that's kind of like my barometer. Yep. Frank Gore has never been first-team All-Pro. I think was like second team a couple times, maybe third team a couple times, but never in his entire career was he first team All-Pro. I say no, but he's probably going to get in. Torrey Holt.
He's a bubble player for me. And Frank Gore played in 5 Pro Bowls.
Torrey Holt's bubble to me too. I agree. And it feels like when he played for the Rams, it seems like him and the other receiver,
Isaac Bruce.
It feels like they were system guys.
I agree.
And it might not be the case, but it feels like they were system guys.
And that's a Marshall Faulk situation. They had greatness with Marshall Faulk and the coaching and the quarterback and Kurt Warner, but I agree 100%.
They
Oh, breaking news. We got breaking news.
Falcons elevate new president and CEO with focus of Rich McKay shifting to AMBSE initiatives. Rich McKay. Yeah. All right, so we got to get some more details on this. I think, I don't know. This is breaking news. Tree just broke in with this breaking news. We'll get you some more details after the next break, and we'll come back and talk about it. All right, so back to the
Has there been a Matt Ryan hiring?
No, I don't think Matt Ryan's been hired yet.
Okay.
So let's get back to the meme street. So Luke Kuechly, it seems like his name rings out where everybody talks about him and puts him on the level of a Hall of Fame type player. What do you think, Luke Kuechly, linebacker for the Carolina Panthers?
No question, and he had a short career because he retired early, but he was one of the best to play the position.
I'm kind of in between on that one. All right, Eli Manning. Hell no. Now he's going to get in probably because of his pappy.
Which is what I was going to say, not because of his pappy, but because of his playing career and his accomplishments and his name being Manning. He will eventually get in, but not first ballot.
And I should have done the same thing I did with Frank Gore. I should have done the same thing and look it up. You're good at looking things up real quick. Look up and see if Eli Manning made any first-team All-Pros. Next up on the list is Terrell Suggs.
Yes.
Outside linebacker, defensive end for the Baltimore Ravens. You think so?
Yes.
I don't think first ballot, but I think he's going to get in. He's up there like in the top 5 or 6 in sacks all time. Adam Vinatieri, kicker.
I don't think any kickers deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, but if one does, it should be Adam Vinatieri.
I agree. If a kicker deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, which once again I agree, I'm not putting any kicker in the Hall of Fame. They don't tackle or hit or touch anybody.
They don't do anything but kick the damn ball. Eli Manning, 0 All-Pros, 4 Pro Bowls, 2 Super Bowl wins, and 2 Super Bowl MVPs. He will get in.
Yeah. He was the quarterback for Super Bowl teams, just like Trent Dilfer. Okay? Just like Trent Dilfer, he was the quarterback. Okay?
Trent Dilfer didn't throw a pass that mattered. Eli, and then they'll go back to past classes of players that have been overlooked.
I guess.
Okay.
That's it, I guess.
Shout out to the good folks at WGPR Hot 107.5 HD2 FM in Detroit. If y'all can't get the rest of the show, log on to YouTube and holla at your boys.
We got through one meme, sir. I think that's the first time that's ever happened. Welcome to 2026. When we get back, we got 4 more memes we're going to break down. And then we'll start with the chat, reading your chat messages, and hopefully we'll have them a little bit more information. I don't even know what this means.
I think we'll find out what this means during our short break.
Don't go away. 2 Live Stews experience. Yep.
It's your boys, the 2 Live Stews. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews, and this is your 2 Live Stews experience. Back to the breaking news. It is finally official. The only consistent to the Falcons being inconsistent over the past few decades has been removed from the wanted consistency of the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay, so we got to give a little bit more background. So basically what you're saying, I didn't look at it. The story breaking is that the Falcons are separating ties with Rich McKay, the CEO of the team, who was at one point the general manager.
Yes.
Who we've argued for many, many years, and Falcons fans over the years have said the only thing consistent with the Falcons is that Rich McKay is still in the building.
Yep.
And so this is big news. Okay. All right.
Rich McKay.
That's a step in the right direction.
The message that the producer sent to us during the break was Rich McKay is no longer the CEO of the Falcons. Greg Beadles has been elevated from president to president and CEO of the Atlanta Falcons, effective today, succeeding McKay.
Mm-hmm.
They are part of sweeping changes in Atlanta, where the Falcons are also expected to hire president of football, likely to be Matt Ryan.
Okay, but that's a rumor. You said it earlier like it was fact. That's all I was saying.
No, I didn't say it like it was fact, but you can say whatever you want. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
When he's hired,
go back
I
and
will be
listen to it,
justified as being right.
Go back
when
and
he's
listen
hired today, I'll be justified as being right. That's
I don't really hope you're right. I don't care if you're right.
Right.
Point that you said it earlier as if it was fact. That's all.
I'm going to be right no matter what you're saying, so it doesn't matter. It's okay.
All right, so Rich McKay is out. I know a lot of Falcons fans here in the city of ATL are happy to hear that because, once again, he was the only constant. Like, they've had coaches come and go. They've had this and that come and go. And for some reason, it's almost like Rich McKay was Arthur Blank's love child or something like that. He didn't want to fire Rich McKay. And that's a big step forward in a new direction for the franchise, I guess.
I do want to say something. And this is important because it's got to be the right people.
Mm-hmm.
I brought this up earlier and didn't finish it, and then we'll get back to the last 48. The Steelers have 6 titles. The Eagles have,
I would guess 3.
The Eagles have 5 titles, and the Chiefs have 4 titles.
The Eagles have 5 titles? They must have had some like
the Eagles have 5, Chiefs have 4.
Mm-hmm.
In my humble opinion, the consistency is simple. The Steelers have had 3 head coaches since 1975. The Eagles have had 11 head coaches since 1975. And the Chiefs have had 12 coaches since 1975. When you change positions at the top, president, general manager, head coach, all the major positions below those positions must change also, because those positions hire people that they're comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
So when you've got a winner at the top and it's consistent and they have their job for decades, you have less change in the foundation of the enterprise,
right,
or the business.
Mm-hmm.
If the Falcons now hire the right people at the top when it comes to this Beetle guy, they get the right GM and they find the right coach, they've got to find a way to leave them the hell alone and let them build.
Mm-hmm. You think that you don't think they've said that 20 times in the team's history?
Well,
you're saying they just need to execute and do it.
They haven't. The Falcons have had more coaches than all the people I just mentioned, sir.
Right.
And what's the only consistent with that?
They're one of the younger franchises in the league.
There's no consistency. And
right.
When you hire one of those top 3 positions, the trickle-down effect is massive in the organization, because those people deserve to have their people in place to help them have success. Well, the reason why the Steelers have 6 titles is because the Steelers don't change their faith every 5 years.
Somebody just posted about the Eagles championships, and yes, they have 5 championships. They have 5 championships, but 3 of them were before the AFL NFL merger.
I'm naming titles. That's all.
Right,
I'm sorry.
right.
If I use the wrong word, I'm wrong. But they've got titles.
In the Super Bowl era, they've got 2. But you're right. Okay. They got 5 titles. Yeah.
They got titles.
That organization's got 5 titles. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Let's go ahead.
Steelers have 6.
Well, yeah, but I think the Steelers are in the Super Bowl era.
Okay.
That's the difference.
I understand.
Let's go to the back to the memes tree, and you're watching the 2 Live Stews experience.
Clearly, there was a disgruntled Georgia fan that wanted to highlight
that. Right.
That's fine. It's all good. We're telling the truth about your MAGA Georgia Bulldogs. It's okay.
So, top 30 greatest NFL players of all time. This is very hard to read, but we're gonna work through it. So they've got. Let's just read out top 10. Johnny Unitas, number 10. Number 9, Don Hudson. I don't even know who that is. I'm sorry. I'm not that old, I guess. Reggie White, number 8. Peyton Manning, number 7. Number 6, Joe Montana. Number 5, Walter Payton. Number 4, Lawrence Taylor. Number 3, Jim Brown. Number 2, Jerry Rice. And number 1, Tom Brady. What are your thoughts on that? They've got Deion Sanders at 17. That's glaring to me. But go ahead. What are your thoughts about the top 10 and the rest of the list as you see it?
Well, this is an I told you so moment, because they've got Randy Moss at 22 and Jerry Rice at number 2. And we've been having that debate forever. I do think that Deion Sanders should be much higher.
I think Deion Sanders should be really 1 or 2.
I think Deion Sanders should be much higher. And I am not mad and or upset with anyone in the top 10 other than Johnny Unitas and Don Hudson.
The problem I got with Tom Brady, not only is Tom Brady a proven cheating bastard. Not only is he a proven cheating bastard, but Tom Brady is a horrible athlete, man. Didn't he run like a 5-something in the 40?
That doesn't matter to me. That's one of the intangibles.
Well, here's the thing, though. I almost feel like, and it's just my opinion once again, man. I almost feel like you need to be a great athlete and a great player to be at the top of a list like this. You can't just be a player that's won a bunch of rings because of a team effort and you be on a list at the top of the list, an individual talent, when you run in 6 flat 40s. He's not even a good athlete. Peyton Manning either.
Peyton Manning's not an exceptional athlete, but when you're a quarterback, you don't have to be an exceptional athlete. You got to make the right decisions on where to go with the ball. You got to hold on to the ball and not turn the ball over.
Which is why I don't like Deion being at 17. Deion was a phenomenal player.
Game changer,
got rings.
Changer. No question.
He was a game changer.
Yes.
I mean, just an elite athlete.
Yes. And he did it all. He played kick returner, punt returner, wide receiver, DB, safety. He did it all.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So interesting little list. All right, next one, Tree. You're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Happy New Year to everybody out there watching the show, the first show of the year.
I think OJ deserved to be in the top 10 also, man, but
he was lower, right?
We were not going to put him up there. They just weren't going to do it.
Yeah, they weren't going to do that. All right, so very, very interesting one here. Meme here, and you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. These guys were too much fun to watch in the NFL. This is from Greatest Highlights. We just be taking stuff from all these factions of Facebook groups.
We're just doing the last 48 or things that have been highlighted. That's all. It's okay.
Most electrifying NFL players of all time. They got Devin Hester at 10. I got a problem with that off the rip. Adrian Peterson, number 9.
Why Devin Hester problem?
Should be higher.
Okay.
Gale Sayers, number 8. I never saw him play, but they say he was like that. They say Gale Sayers was Marshall Faulk, which, by the way, they have Marshall Faulk right ahead of Gale Sayers at number 7. Right. Lawrence Taylor at number 6. Deion at number 5. Randy Moss at 4. Bo Jackson at 3. Barry at 2. Michael Vick at 1.
I'm not arguing with this list.
Interchangeable Vick, Barry Sanders, and Deion. I don't know who to put first out of those 3. Deion should be higher. So once again, exciting, electrifying is what the meme says.
Right.
Michael Vick, Barry Sanders, or Deion. I can't choose.
And notice this. You and I have been debating Jerry Rice and Randy Moss and their relevance. Jerry's not even on this list.
Right. He's not. Because of obvious reasons. Because Jerry Rice wasn't explosive like Randy Moss.
For Michael Vick to touch the ball every offensive play and do what he did while touching the ball every offensive play, he deserves to be number 1 on this list. There's no question in my mind.
Randy Moss, I'm fine with him being at 4 because of the other 3 guys. The other 3 guys, agreed. I would say, because they were able to impact the game a little bit more. If they didn't throw to Randy Moss, he didn't do anything.
I would like to add Ray Lewis someplace on this list.
Who you gonna put him over? Devin Hester should be higher too. Like we just mentioned.
Ray was electrifying at the linebacker position, and it's one of the most important positions in football. So what he did, being as impactful as he was, I think he could possibly be on this list someplace, but I don't know who needs to lead. Well, they got Lawrence Taylor on there.
Yeah, Lawrence Taylor was a beast, though. He was a cheat code.
I agree with that also.
He was unblockable on Tecmo Bowl. That ninja was unblockable.
This is a good one, man. This is
very good. But yeah, I agree. Vic, some iteration of Vic, Barry Sanders, and Bo Jackson, or not Bo Jackson. So obviously we feel like Bo should drop a little bit. He didn't play enough. He don't have enough highlights to be in the top 3 all time.
Right. Yeah. Right. He didn't play long enough.
All right, next one, Tree.
But they got Gale Sayers on there, so Gale didn't play a long time either.
Nah, I don't think he did as well.
And don't think
they were like that. Booty Chin got the most favorable call in NFL history, and they were some cheating bastards.
I mean, when you win as many Super Bowls as this guy did, something that no one else has done.
Who was Booty Chin? Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
He got the big dimple in his chin. It looks like a crease in the booty. He's won too many titles to be overlooked and not mentioned when it comes to all these things that we're mentioning, sir.
Yeah, whatever.
Titles are important.
All right, interesting. This is just,
I really like this one.
from Robert Blackwell. Shouts out to you, Robert Blackwell. He's showing side by side Shedeur Sanders' 24 stats his last year in college, and Fernando Mendoza's stats this past year. Mendoza won the Heisman Trophy, but his stats, this is one, his stats are inferior to Shedeur's stats. Now, what do you take from this? What do you take from this meme? Shedeur had a better pass. The completion percentage is big to me. Out of all of these numbers, the completion percentage is bigger than the others.
One player is liked and another player is hated. That's it, man. That's it.
That's absolutely it.
That's it.
That's absolutely it.
For Shedeur to throw for almost 2,000 more yards than this dude, have a higher completion percentage.
Well, not 2,000.
Well, I know I'm being extreme. I'm being extreme.
Okay.
But have a higher completion percentage while throwing for much more yards, have more TDs while throwing for much more yards with a higher completion percentage, and to barely have a few more interceptions than this guy. One guy's liked, one guy's hated.
Well, what I guess what the haters would say is Shedeur played in a much lesser conference, even though it's a Power 4 conference. Isn't the Big 12 a Power 4 conference?
Yes.
Or are they not a Power 4 conference anymore?
Everything has been realigned and changed now. And they're not even saying Power 5 anymore. They're saying Power 4 because they're overlooking who? Is the Pac-12 or the Pac-12 is no longer?
Right.
So, I mean, again, that's all semantics.
Right. From Loose Neck side, Shedeur didn't have that Indiana defense is the only difference. Plus, you know how them folks don't like the Sanders name, period.
That's what I was about to say.
Now, they were in Power 4 football.
I think both teams, Colorado and Indiana, are comparable.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I think they're comparable.
Two programs that hadn't done a lot as far as the top 10, top 25 polls in the last 30 years. When was it that, so Colorado won the national championship in 90 with Georgia Tech. I remember 1990 because a lot was going on in my life in 1990, so I remember. They haven't done a lot since Shedeur and his daddy got there.
There's not a lot of Nordics that are going to not dislike Shedeur.
Right.
So this is an uphill battle that he will fight his entire career until there's a franchise that says, you're our guy. That's not Cleveland.
Right, right.
The owner has told us he's not his guy. So that's not Cleveland. Hopefully, when free agency arises for Shedeur Sanders, he'll choose a spot that can be his so he can be supported like he needs to be supported, like the other Nordics that play the same position.
Good post by Loose Neck. Once again, Mendoza benefited from a down Heisman year like Gino Torretta in his Heisman year. I made a post about that during the holiday.
Yep.
Like, or during or after the Heisman ceremony happened, that this was probably the worst year for Heisman candidates ever.
And Mendoza won the title, won the Heisman, but he's not even being talked about as being the first quarterback taken. That would be the Moore kid from Oregon. Yeah. He didn't win the Heisman. Yeah. But they're saying Moore's going to go before Mendoza. They're saying the Raiders would take Moore right now with that first pick that they have instead of taking Mendoza from Indiana.
All right, Tree, we got any more memes? We got one more? I think we have one more. Yes, we do have one more. This is a good one, too. This is a real good one.
Do y'all think Mendoza would have won over Travis Hunter? Keenan, great question, and the answer is no. I think Travis Hunter still would have won.
Oh, breaking news. This is breaking news.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, this is good.
Ran his ass out of town, huh? Wow. Kevin Stefanski out as the Cleveland Browns head coach. Well, go ahead, Cleveland, with your bad self. So does that say that Shedeur is Shedeur's job to keep, or is that saying they're going to bring somebody else in to chop his head off and bench him, or they're going to even try to find a deal for him, or what?
It's saying after the numbers that have been shown between Shedeur and Gabriel and Flacco starting the season, it's saying that the team was managed wrong by this guy.
You should have been playing from the start.
Right.
Right.
You
Should have been playing
damn
from the start.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Can
now
you imagine?
you gotta pay with your job because you mismanaged our assets.
Listen, man, and once again, I said this earlier when we talked about Shedeur. It's going to sound like I'm making excuses for him, and I probably am. I'm trying to get y'all to see the other side.
Oh, you're making excuses for him. But before you go on making excuses for him, outstanding job with the breaking news by today's producer, Kiffin.
Wow.
Outstanding job.
If you watch the games and you watch the kid play, he needs some linemen to have more than 2 seconds.
Right.
He needs some receivers that can get open. And if he has a full training camp, mini camps under his belt, he's going to be infinitely better than he was this year, this year at times he looked very good.
Hey, man, you don't have a lot of time in the National Football League to master all that needs to be mastered at that position. There is no question that Shedeur deserved more time to figure out how to master that situation, but it wasn't afforded to him. Why?
How much is it going to help him with all the mini camps, a full training camp in August? How much is he going to advance based on how he played this year? How much more is he going to advance in his year two?
All of the rookie camp reps, all of the training camp reps, all of the mini camp reps, all of the off-season workout reps, all of the preseason workout reps, all of the practice reps. It's important to get the reps. He got none until week 9 of the National Football League season. He got none. This guy had to go.
You remember the offensive lineman said that they've never even heard him give the cadence?
Right.
Call a play?
They didn't know how he sounded at quarterback because he didn't get any practice reps.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
This guy had to go. Now, this guy will resurface. This guy will get a job.
Two-time
this guy
coach of
right
the year.
here is a 2-time coach of the year in the National Football League. He'll be fine.
But his ass had to go.
He mismanaged assets for this organization this season.
Right. He had to go. You're not getting rid of the owner. The owner ain't gonna fire himself. The owner, technically, if you could fire an owner, he probably need to be fired too.
Well, but that's the
you
thing.
can't fire the owner. So
you're not going to fire the owner, and the owner is on record for saying he does not like his quarterback.
Right.
He did not want his quarterback. So Shedeur's future is still not handled in Cleveland.
Right. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
The man that pays his bills has told the world, I did not want him.
Last meme, Tree. I know it's the last one, right? This is the last one. This is a good one too.
Boy,
it can't read this because it's very, very small. I just got one question. This is Jamie Foxx and his girlfriend, all lovey-dovey, out busting slob and whatnot.
You might be able to read it now.
Well, Janita Media, is that what it says? Jamie Foxx, 56, looks absolutely thrilled as he was spotted holding hands with his stunning girlfriend, Elise Huckstep. What kind of goddamn last name is Huckstep?
It sounds like it might be Russian, or it might be like some kind of Frankenstein name, and her head is kind of shaped like Frankenstein, but that's neither here nor there.
She do share a head dynamic with Caitlin Clark. My question to you, sir, when I saw this, my question to you is, I thought Jamie Foxx said he was done with the white women.
That's what he told us.
That man was crying at his stand-up, talking about how he's done. If God could bring him through this little crisis that he had, that he would never, ever go back to white women.
Right. But
how soon we forget.
But now, where's Dr. Umar, says Julius 29C. Sir, I went to a PWI.
Yes, we all know.
And
it shows a lot of times.
There's a handful of brothers that only dealt with the Nordic women.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because they didn't have game for sisters. Sisters found them corny. And I'm willing to bet that it's the same situation for Jamie Foxx.
Well, I have seen Jamie Foxx like in high school. He's got like a big ass Jerry curl, like Ice Cube used to have. You ever seen some pictures of him like in high school? He had like a real drippy Jerry curl.
Jamie loves that Slavic meat.
Didn't that man say that stand-up routine that he was done with white women? God, if you can get me through this, God, I'm done with white women. I'm done with white meat.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you a quick story and we'll move on.
Thank you, Tree.
When I got locked up in Orangeburg for racing the motorcycles and having a pack of 1.5s in my back pocket, in a joint or two in my bag, when I got locked up for that, and while I was
in a pound of cocaine, you keep adding to the story of your offenses.
They didn't find the powder, man. Anyway, that's not true. But while I was in that cell with 100 other cats laying on my cot, thinking I was going to be there for the next 48 hours.
Wait a minute. You got a cot?
I had my own cot. And they told me that it didn't have sheets, but I would have sheets by the end of the night. So I was waiting on my sheets, but I made myself comfortable because I thought I'd be there for 48 hours.
Ooh, more than that. You ain't gonna get out till at least Monday.
Okay. Okay, so while I was laying there in this holding cell with these criminals that's got blood on their bodies, and it was wild.
Like they were in a fight or something?
I prayed to the good Lord, if you get me out of here, I will never, ever smoke the marijuana or ride around with the illegal drugs in my pocket ever again. That was my prayer for about 2 hours or so. When the guy called my name, Ryan Stewart, you're free to go. And I called somebody to pick me up, and they picked me up. On the way back to the hotel, I asked them to stop at the gas station so I could buy a new pack of 1.5s. And I can roll up as soon as I get back to the hotel.
You a heathen. I think the proper term for what they call you is a heathen.
Now that I'm free and clear, I can't wait for y'all to see my hair too. I can't wait for y'all to see my hair.
Oh,
now that I'm free and clear and out of the hooscow, all those prayers for the last 2 hours, I forgot them. That's what Jamie's done, man. Jamie did an entire hour and a half stand-up, how he's not going to deal with white women anymore, and now we see him with his Slavic princess.
Hey, hey, Ryan Stewart, you made bail. What? God, I was just joking.
You didn't. As I was walking out,
fingers were crossed.
As I was walking out, I said, "Excuse me, Lord, sire, you do know I was just joking, right?"
That's not good.
Sire, it's from the earth. It's all natural, sire.
Yeah, that's not good. All right, man. Is that the last one? 3.
Oh God.
I am exhausted over here today.
Did he not say that he was done with white women, Jamie Foxx? Emphatically. He didn't just say it. He said it with his chest.
So a couple things. Stunning is what the author stated. Now, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Stunning, she is not. I tend to think that when this keeps happening, that the Nordic cat must be better than the black cat.
It's not necessarily better, Tree.
It's definitely not better.
It's just a totally different experience. That's all. And maybe there's some of us that like the different experience. That's all. It's just totally different.
You haven't had the right black cat.
You were careful to say us just now.
Well, you confirmed that it's a different experience, which also made me, you know.
Who is you? Ryan, right?
Sir. No,
not me.
It's a total.
I didn't say anything like that. Go back and listen to the tape. I said nothing about white.
Tree. Don't waste the time to go back to the tape, Tree. You don't have time for that.
Say that. What I want to say before we start on the chat I wanted to just clear something up with everyone. Everyone is giving you props for, being kind to me this year. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my daughter. Clearly
Look at
my
her.
child.
She's stunning. She's stunning.
And this is what he said to me. He starts off,
I prayed it.
and then it just gets nastier and nastier.
Tree.
And so, no, she's not adopted. Came from this black cat.
Hush, studio audience, hush. I gotta say something. Give me a second.
Start the new year off right, man. God.
That was in 2025 when I sent that. That was not 2026.
And so what you're saying?
So you're leaving everything back in 2025.
That was
all
2025.
the hostility you have towards Tree.
I don't know why she bringing up this old shit.
That's old stuff.
Well, I really wanted to show everybody that that's clearly from my black cat. The cheeks, the eyes, the lips. It's mine.
You probably look exactly like her 25 years ago.
I see two things when I see that picture.
The eyebrows belong to him.
I see Drop Dead Beauty, and I see Drop Dead Beauty's mom. But no. First of all, I had to say that because that was old 2025. I have not done anything across any lines in 2026, the 5 days we've been here.
Hey, Tree, roll out number 4 trending story. I forgot about that.
Okay, I did.
Real quick. Let's get that in.
Oh, take as long as you need. Where is
Please
it?
Please tell Kayla I'm a fan. That's all.
And
number 4 trending story, kind of, sorta, with the "Did you know" theme. The ball drop for the New Year's Eve, the famous Times Square ball drop. Guess when it started? Take a guess when it started.
It was late, wasn't it?
Take a guess. Just throw out a year.
When this happened, when they started doing this?
Was the first time they dropped the ball in New York City.
I thought you were going to ask me when they dropped the peach in Atlanta.
Well, we can talk about that in a second, but let's talk about where it originated from. You're not going to get it, man. Just give me a decade when you think the ball drop start. You're searching. You're YouTubing.
Not.
Yes, you are. Look into the camera.
I'm always looking into the camera.
Take a guess. What decade it started?
I would say 1910.
Everybody knows you looked it up, man. So the famous Times Square ball drop started in 1907, not as a grand tradition, but as a creative replacement for fireworks, which were banned in New York City, with the first ball being a simple iron and wood structure with 25-watt bulbs.
Wow.
So, yeah, it wasn't no big thing behind it. They banned fireworks in New York, which is very strange.
So they wanted to do something else.
Right. It's very strange for us to hear. When I first moved to Georgia, I don't know if it's still like this, but fireworks are banned in Georgia as well. And when I got here, I was like, what? There's some states don't have fireworks, because when we grew up in the state of South Carolina, we don't have fireworks. We have artillery.
And they still busting guns right now to this day.
I'm 7 years on the steps of our house for New Year's and 4th of July with a 12-gauge shotgun busting off rounds. And we got blockbusters and M80s and all these explosives.
Yes.
And when I got to Georgia, they didn't have fireworks like the little huts that they build up around the holidays that everybody's selling fireworks. So yeah, in New York they didn't have fireworks, so that's why they came with the whole ball theme.
I'm not sure if you've ever been to the peach dropping in Atlanta.
I have.
Okay, it's a good time, just like the ball dropping in New York.
I stopped going or stopped having interest in it because of the obvious.
YNs was getting crazy out there in them streets.
No, not the YNs, the YTs. with all these bombings and all this terrorist stuff. Yeah. I don't understand how the New York people still do it.
There's a hotel, I believe it's a Marriott that's right downtown. I used to rent a suite in the Marriott that was facing where the peach would drop and have a party every year.
I never did that, but
yeah,
that's great. But I mean, do you not feel like that
it's not safe? I agree
that it's not safe.
the older I get, I'm doing less
Tree,
and
you
less
look,
crowds.
You look disgusted. You don't think it's
I mean, y'all are scared of everything. Everything.
Yeah.
First of all, Kayla is
No,
well.
nobody's
Your
being-
Kayla
I
is
think
going to be fine in Colombia.
Scared is the wrong word, Tree.
I agree.
Cautious.
Cautious. Very good. Good. Very good.
Cautious.
Very good.
You don't think your mindset hadn't changed when they flew some planes into the goddamn side of the World Trade Center?
Right. Good point. Very good point.
They have serial shootings where they shoot up a crowd.
Yeah, I agree.
What are you saying? You're saying you don't care about that? That if it's your time to die, it's your time to die? Is that what your
I know
mindset
that
is?
everything works out for me. And so I don't tend to, like, you know how people won't fly on Spirit or Frontier because they got all these stories in their head. When I go into any situation, I just go into it like it's going to work out for me.
But
Even if
things
it
work out
starts
for me
getting
too.
crazy.
Things work out for me too. But
and I don't tend to.
there's no need to be to stick your head in the ground. Is my point.
For the record, Doug will fly Spirit before he flies Delta. For the record,
we know.
I love Spirit.
Doug, are you flying to China to get to Miami next month?
I love
because
Spirit.
They got a $54 ticket that you can fly to China to get to Miami.
I am not ashamed. I am not ashamed. I love Spirit.
You gotta have it. Oh gosh.
And Myrtle Beach.
Oh gosh. Thank you, Chill Dog.
And then out loud, you asked us what makes Spain better than
It's
Myrtle Beach.
What makes Spain better than Myrtle Beach, Tree?
Unbelievable.
Better, just a different, more enhanced experience.
Totally different.
In many ways.
Totally different.
There's not a town in America. I don't think it's America. It's in the world. There's not a place in the world that has more golf courses per capita than Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Do your research.
And for the record, Tree, Barcelona is one of my favorite stops ever.
Thank God your Kayla did not get your propensity to not go anywhere. Is she in Cartagena or is she in Medellin? Where is she at in Colombia?
I'm not sure she's in Colombia. She didn't really talk to me like that.
Okay.
I heard all of this from her mother.
Through the grapevine, you didn't even know.
Don't do that because there's hope. That's all I'm gonna say. From Till Dog 12.
Yeah, she don't share details with me.
Let's say something else.
She unfriended me on Facebook.
I'm willing to work.
How the hell I'm not your friend and I'm your daddy?
Well, I get that. I don't want you in my business. I get that.
Yeah, that's what
I get
that's
that.
about.
I get
Till
that.
Dog, thank you so much. He's coming in with the first donation of 2026. Good morning.
Thank you, man. Happy Stew Year, Till Dog. Happy Stew Year.
From Loose Neck Side, baby, we had a lot of breaking. I'm gonna have to get that.
You did great with that,
there.
though.
But
To reiterate, you did
like
great with that.
To get like something for y'all. Remember to look at your phones. Y'all did a great job. From Loose Neck Side, Raheem Morris found out what happens when you don't listen to the Two Live Stews.
Exactly.
Maybe we can get him on to be a commentator, to commentate. From Loose Neck Side, of course, Doug loves the police siren. I think we should use it. That should really be.
Of course, Doug's like the police siren.
Thank you, Loose Neck. Appreciate you.
Y'all just support bad behavior, huh? Y'all don't call the police on people that are putting other people's lives in danger. Okay.
Did you call in the police?
So
if people were shooting guns on New Year's Eve, you would be inclined to call the police on them?
No, not for New Year's Eve, not for 4th of July. No, of course not. I just talked about how we bust off.
That's big of you.
12 gauges when we were 7, 8 years old.
That's big of you, man.
From Frederick Anderson, thank you so much. Good morning and blessings to the entire Stews crew. Blessings to you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the donation.
Jew Jams 4, good morning. Happy New Year's, my brother.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Jew Jam.
May your cup overflow. Yes, our cup overflows with blessings. What an NFL season. I was all for fire in the Falcons coach. I was all for firing the Falcons coach until it happened.
Let's talk about this real quick. He just mentioned what a great season. Not only was it a phenomenal college season and NFL season this past year for football, the magnitude of the Ravens versus Steelers game last night.
Ooh.
Winner is in, loser is out. Tomlin versus Harbaugh, Lamar versus Aaron. Both teams expected to be postseason teams, but only one's going to be a postseason team. Last game of the NFL season, no other game being played, and the game was phenomenal. That came down to the very last play.
Yep.
It was an amazing year.
And they missed
in
a
the
field
National
goal.
Football League.
Ravens missed a field goal. Very good. I stayed up and watched that. I've been going to bed like at 9:30 over the last couple months. I stayed up and watched that entire game. And I know the Ravens wish they had alleged sexual abuser Jason Tucker to kick that field goal, because they would have been in the playoffs.
Right.
They would have been in the playoffs.
We can't wait for the next season in fantasy football. Real quick, let me do this. Shout out to every team in the Two Live Stews Fantasy Football League for making the season exciting all the way through week 18. Whether you finished on top or already planning your comeback for next season, it was a great year. Third place finisher, Spice Girl, with a strong 106.4 points, taking down the Stews crew in that third place finishing game. Second place finisher, Port City Pimps, our cousin Tyrone down at the crib. Solid 106 to 84 points in his final game. And last but not least, this year's first place winner in the Two Live Stews Fantasy Football League goes to none other than Trenton with a dominant 125.9 point win. The conquering Lion of Judah won it all. He's the inaugural Two Live Stews Fantasy Football winner.
Wow.
It was an outstanding year. Can't thank you all enough for playing. Looking forward to what we do next go round.
Wow, that's good.
Yes, thank you.
I said Jason Tucker. Justin Tucker was the guy's name, the kicker for the Ravens.
Good morning, Kim.
Lamar balled out, man. He balled out last night.
Lamar played okay. He played good enough to win. He played good enough to win.
2 70-yard touchdowns, broke like 5 tackles to get free and throw the ball.
Yeah, yep, you're right. Yep.
Now he's been injured all year long. You do understand that, right? He hadn't played Lamar Jackson level, but you got people saying that they should trade him. They should let him go because he's a loser and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's definitely hate talk by
Your
the
kids aren't at
Nordics.
school, Ryan. Who you waving at?
I was waving at Morgan, who was coming to tell her daddy good morning.
She stayed home today?
No, school hadn't started back yet.
School hadn't started back. My kids, my wife went back to school today. She's an administrator.
A lot of them go back tomorrow, right?
The kids go back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, let me mind your business. From Kim Jane Kimbrough. Thank you so much. Blessings to the Stews Tree and Arlie. Blessings to you, Kim Jane.
Thank you, Kim Jane.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mr. Unloved, thank you for your donation. Strahan said he broke the record in 16 games.
Which is true. I mean, I heard your soliloquy earlier about it doesn't matter, but it kind of does. But that was a good point you made as well about how they passed more today than they did back then. That's very true.
It's a different league, man.
You get more opportunities to get sacks today.
Alvin Conte, peace and blessings, King. We appreciate you, Alvin.
Appreciate
Happy
it, brother.
New Year. Who do you all want as the Falcons' next coach and GM?
I said I didn't bring this up. I said I had a name.
Thank you, Alvin.
But I forgot to bring it up earlier.
You said Flores. You did say Flores.
Oh, I did say it. Yeah, Brian Flores. It's not going to happen, though. You think he'll ever get another head coaching job?
I'm a defensive-minded guy, but I think a head coach, you need defense. Defense wins championships, but you can't win championships without points. So I would like for the offense. I would like for the head coach to be offensive-minded. I'm not opposed to Flores, but you need someone that can think and talk like your quarterback for your offense to have some type of success, in my opinion.
Okay.
Loose neck, keeping us all laughing. Mike Irvin dealer gonna be able to retire from all the money he will make off his.
I just.
Arlie made a good point earlier. Remember his wife. Maybe this is his coping mechanism. Remember, she's got dementia.
She's not well. Yeah, she's not well, and she's been sick for a while. Also,
and that body is bodying. How old is he? About 60.
Yeah, he's Mike Irvin will be 60 in August. Yeah,
Do you
and-
think
That man got a 12-pack.
he got a 12-pack at 60.
Now, some people would say that when you shrivel up using crack.
Wait, I didn't say that. I never said that.
No,
I never said that.
You know I'm
Nah.
not saying that. You know I'm not saying that. Some people will say is that you gain those lizard muscles. You know what lizard muscles are, right?
Yes.
You're real skinny and you got no fat because you skinny.
The powder eating up all the fat.
because you skinny.
Right. Now, I'm not saying that, but that's what I'm sure a lot of Michael Irvin hating people would say.
Man, we love Mike Irvin.
Yeah, but then his thing doesn't work. Like when you be drinking all that alcohol and carrying on, your thing doesn't work. Like he might have the body.
Where did that come from? We weren't talking about his thing.
And Tree, you don't have a thing to know that. What are you talking about?
I know niggas. I mean, never mind.
Where did that come from?
Nothing. Let's keep going. Speaking of thing.
Hold on, Tree. Are you experiencing tough times helping your friends get their things hard? Is that what's going on?
I never experienced
that. Was just totally random out of left field.
It came out of nowhere, Tree. I mean, what are you, Tree? Listen.
I'm just.
If there's something you need to get off your mind or you need to talk to us about something, please feel free.
I think like his body is very nice to view. It's easy on the retina. And so then I start wondering, does everything work? And if he is doing a lot of substances, I can assure you this hinders the process.
Ooh, loose neck. This is
loose neck is bringing us right on into
this is a great one.
This is aligned. He says Nordic nudity doesn't go through your phone while you're sleeping.
And that's what I was going to say.
I don't go.
One of the major.
That's insecurity.
Well,
if you're looking in someone's phone, you will find something. You will find.
Don't throw out no stereotypes like black women look through the phone more than white women.
No, I wasn't going to say that. I wasn't going to say. What I was going to say was I used to call these Beckys okay girls because no matter what you ask them,
it's okay.
It's okay. Especially in the bedroom. You can request something from, black women in the bedroom, and they'll be like, you nasty. No, I'm not doing that. But no matter what you bring up to that Nordic woman, she's going to be like, okay.
That's a stereotype, man. That's not true.
I'm speaking from my life's experiences, and I think I'm the only one that's spent some time with Nordics in here. I think I'm the only one on this platform right now that has spent time with Nordics.
So I was gonna spend time with a Nordic in my younger, but the pink, it's pink. I'm sorry, it's pink. I was before I got married because the Nordics liked me. I mean, I'm from Michigan,
right?
They like a black girl and
I know.
Have you outside and everything.
A lot of interracial in Michigan and Ohio.
Yeah, no doubt.
And treated me well, but just don't come as soon as okay. From Chiefs and Raven, from Tiffany Poodle in Portland. Chiefs and Ravens.
Come as an orgasm tree? Is that what you meant?
Tiffany, Chiefs and Ravens out of the playoffs. Rough year ahead next season. But happy birthday to my beloved Bear and Lamar Jackson on January 7th. Remember, Mahomes and I have the same birthday too.
Shouts out to my man Bear out there in the great Northwest. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
Thank you for the donation,
on the
Tiffany.
cruise.
Thank you.
Tiffany gonna be fun.
Tiffany gonna be on the cruise.
I just know it.
Can't wait to hang out with her. Can't wait to hang out with you, Tiff.
Osiris.
Hiya! Rudolph.
Good morning. Happy New Year. Osiris, do you believe that this is New Year or do you adhere to the other? This isn't really New Year, right? We don't have to get into it, but some people understand when the New Year actually is. And I just wondered if Osiris was one of those people. Doug, he's not wrong to be worried. Trump already said, he's saying you're not wrong to be worried. Hey, Morgan.
Hey, Morgie.
Everybody said hey, baby.
Nisi, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. He said Happy New Year, Uncle Doug.
Trump said Colombia and Cuba could be next after Venezuela. With that kind of talk, this probably isn't the time to be traveling anywhere in that region. And the Colombian president told Trump, bring it. I wish you would.
Right. I want my daughter to hurry up and get back home. But man, we could have done a whole show.
No question.
Over the last couple of days. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
This man is truly truly insane.
Sir, listen to this.
Go ahead.
I read something that said months ago they built a true to scale compound like Maduro's in Kentucky.
Right.
So exactly how his compound is in Venezuela, they built one in Kentucky so they could rehearse over and over and over and over how to do what they were going to do to go get that man and bring him over here.
We clearly, I would say, most people would probably agree, we have the best trained military in the world, but he's misusing them. He's using he's using them for his personal purposes.
Yeah.
It's all about oil. It's not about drugs. We know that. He's going to do it again with several other companies. He is literally trying to strong arm. How do you go into another country and just kidnap their president?
And his old lady.
And his old lady.
And his old lady.
But I mean, I asked this question. 2,000 people had commentary about it. It's some weirdos in the group, Doug.
It's a lot of weirdos in the group. But you
but
know what?
why-
You know why I don't just get rid of the weirdos and the people that have different opinions than
Because
us?
the weirdos get to have an opinion too, man.
Because it
You're
sparks
right.
conversation, and
You're
That's
right.
right.
this is
Yep.
a free country.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I let
Okay.
a lot of the shit that I'm like offended by. I let it go because of conversation. Simple as that.
And we
you
say
didn't-
things
you're
every day. We say things every day that people do not agree with, and they don't just cut us off. You're entitled to your opinion. It's okay.
Okay, well, I
this-
just want to
this
know,
man-
can somebody come get this felon over here,
No,
the one over
no.
here? I want to know, how is it that we can, Doug, you're in your apartment and the man across the street doesn't like how you have your Christmas lights hung up. So he decides he's going to come over there and take you up out of there and run your house. This is what this ninja did. And I know that the man is a dictator, but dictator to dictator, criminal to criminal.
And that's another thing. The Venezuelan people appear to be ecstatically happy that he's gone.
But it's about the process. We're
But that's
more
not
mad about the
legal.
process.
Yes.
We understand that the guy was a bad guy. We're mad because this guy is overstepping protocols.
Right. Nobody,
This
you
is the
have to be
second time in a row.
authorized.
This is the second
By
time in a
Congress.
row he sent in our tax-paid military to take over a country or to bomb a country. He did the
Oh,
same
yeah.
thing with Iran a couple of months
yeah.
ago, and he just did it this past weekend again. He did not even tell Congress
I
this is
think-
what we're thinking about doing.
He didn't tell Congress to the point where they built a mock compound in Kentucky.
You're right. You're
An
right,
entire
Ryan.
compound. And for the record,
They're playing with us. They're playing
checks
with
and
us.
the checks and balances that make this thing wrong.
Right.
There's checks and
There's a
balances that are in place.
constitution so that a
So,
president doesn't get too much power. It's very simple.
He
But
can't.
Doug,
he's not
Ryan's
supposed to be able to
making
do
a
this.
great point. He didn't get permission to the point that they've been creating this. Like, this is all fuckery, quite
Right.
frankly. Who's taking pictures with the DEA? Who's
Right.
posing? Which criminals do you know that
Right.
are posing and taking pictures that the White House is posting with the DEA? The ninja
You-
had 12 fashion runway changes. Maduro, Ryan, you're correct.
Did
Fuck with us.
you see the news? Did y'all see the news this morning?
No, I have not seen it this morning.
No.
This morning, this was the first time I heard that we actually killed 32 people over there.
34.
34.
34.
I'm just finding this out. We
30.
actually, the way
Sir,
it sounded until
you
this
can't
morning.
just go in that man's compound and take him away. There's guards. There's
Right.
people that have jobs to protect him. They shot them people up to go
Those-
get that man.
Those people died this weekend.
Dead.
Now, they're going to keep harping back that he's a bad guy. I get it. But you just can't willy-nilly walk into somebody's house and kill their bodyguards and their security and throw them in the back of the truck and take them back to America.
Yes, he took a bad guy away from his country. However, he just pardoned a bad guy that we had over here and set him free.
We don't have time. We don't have time.
For the same alleged shit.
For the same alleged crimes. Yeah. The bad guy that's over here ain't got $300 billion of oil reserves.
And how can we try people for crimes committed in another country in our country?
I don't get that at all.
We can't do this.
We need a person. We need a political pundit to come on here and unpack all of this.
You just said something that I've been wondering all weekend too. How are we trying somebody from another country for a crime allegedly done in our country?
Right.
That doesn't even add up.
Right.
It wasn't like he was visiting over here and he got on the corner and started selling some dope.
Aren't you supposed to be judged by your peers in the court of law? We're not his peers over here.
We don't have no laws. From Loose Neck Side. Thank you so much, Loose Neck. Drake makes music for dudes that spray cologne in the air.
Oh, I can't stand Drake.
Speaking of shimmy, somebody said it was the Candy Canes anniversary today. Brother Earl McDowell, is that true?
Yeah.
Or was it yesterday?
It might be today or tomorrow. I don't know.
Well, y'all know y'all can talk on this platform.
I'm not
Any
paying
Candy holders.
Well, no one cares about the cares about the anniversary. That's why no one talked about it.
I'm not paying attention to them just like that. But happy birthday to them. Happy birthday to the Noops.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to the Noops.
Happy anniversary.
Very rude, y'all. Y'all got to stop that. Okay. Brian Hill, we have a lot to go through. Thank you so much. Happy George Washington Carver Day.
Appreciate you, B. Hill.
Thank you, B. Hill.
And is this the Brian Hill that is the bros from the Baltimore, D.C. area that went to Georgia Tech? I'm curious. If you are, please let me know.
Confirm. Benjamin Edwards, thank you so much. Happy New Year to the whole crew and Stu Nation. Did I miss? Get out of here, Benjamin.
No, you
get out of here with
fives.
that shit.
Benjamin, we no longer do top fives because these two freaking frat couldn't do it honestly. And Tree, Morgan just stuck her head in the door and say, please tell Miss Tree I said Happy New Year also. I just didn't want to highlight that to Uncle Doug. You got it, baby. I told her.
Thank you.
You don't even know who freaking Frack is.
Even these children, no, we're not.
Go ahead, Tree. Let's run through these. It's I got to go. I got to bounce.
Okay. Well, Ryan, we're gonna have to stay because there's a lot of goodness in here that we got to go through. From Osiris again, I liked Ryan breaking it down by sacks per snap instead of raw totals. It would be interesting to see 2,000-yard seasons looked at the same way.
I will do that for you,
Osiris.
I will do that for you, Osiris.
So
it takes a little bit of time. Right.
Do the same numbers. How many carries did OJ have his 2,000-yard season?
Yep.
How many carries did saying black women don't give fellatio?
That's not what I said.
I mean, no, there's more than fellatio, Doug.
That's not what I said.
I'm just saying, for example.
Don't start. We know you're a prude. We know it. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Mr. Missionary. Ma Diddy, we appreciate you, Ma Diddy.
Who wants missionary?
Mr. Missionary. Thank you,
Ma
Diddy.
Happy New Year, brother. Thank you for the donation, man.
Happy New Year, Stu Year. Doug, Ryan, Arlie, and Tree wishing you all and all of the Stu Nation a year filled with many blessings. And we receive that. Thank you so much.
It always works out for me.
There you go, Douglas. That's what I want. That's what I want to hear you saying.
It always works out for me.
All right, let's finish these up. Earl McDowell, thank you so much. Good morning. There it is.
The Stu's historian. Thank you, Brother McDowell.
Thank you, Earl.
Happy New Year, man. 115 pounds today to the men of Kappa. I'm cool with a couple Kappas. Just a couple, man.
No doubt. Shout out to my man, Mance Urban. Appreciate you, Mance.
Yeah.
All I used to fuck with him. Okay. So Sean Mims, good morning. Good morning. Travis was a better player. Get off Shedeur's nuts. He was not that dude.
He only had the all-time highest passing percentage of any quarterback ever in the history of college football.
Ever.
For your donation live from 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you for the donation, though.
I think at any minute you're going to throw a smoke bomb and leave. So before you leave, I want to share something with you. Read this one, Tree, and I'll share something with Doug. Go ahead, Tree.
Okay. Tell the Williams stop with the white. Well, Serena, he's talking about.
Serena and Venus, both of them now.
Start with Serena's makeup first.
They don't just have white men; they have white men.
Well,
they have wealthy.
I don't know about the other. The pictures I saw of Venus during her wedding were drop dead freaking gorgeous. She looked amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if her man's got coins, but that other one, she married into the money.
Okay.
Who, Serena?
Because I think
yes.
Okay. Because I think he's like
I think the other one's like a model or something. But fuck it, get what you need, girl.
I think he's picked up to love who you want to love. Because I think Doug's going to throw a smoke bomb. Before you leave, let me share this with you, Doug.
Go ahead. They took my oil also. Yeah, they're in the same facility in New York. They're in the same facility.
Yes, they are in the same facility.
I don't know if Puffy's still there, but they kept saying Puffy was in the same facility in Brooklyn.
And how terrible it is.
Mm-hmm.
How at one point in time last year, it had no lights, no heat, no air for an entire week.
I didn't think we could even do that. That's inhumane.
Yeah, but Ryan, now you got me really thinking. Like, I'm not finna get up in arms about this and act like Congress didn't know. Fucking losers. From from LooseNet. Jamie Foxx is the king of the Nordic North.
Yeah, that's what he do.
That man went up and
he should be in the South. The Nordic North.
That man went on and on. That's what I was trying to remember. That man went on and on, but he's done with them. Yeah. I'm done with them.
Done.
Go back and look at that routine again, that standard routine, and see if I'm lying.
Rel Scott, thank you so much. Thank you for your donation and for your friendship. You're my favorite. I mean, y'all are all my favorite. But I'm
Tree, shouts out to you for the new show open too. Did you notice we got a new show open, man?
Of course I noticed it.
All right. Great job, Tree.
You're welcome. Great job, Tree. Worked hard. You worked hard today. Great breaking news sounder. Happy New Year, Stu Nation.
He actually said Happy Stu Year. Happy Stu Year to you too, Rel. Appreciate you, player.
Rel coming in again. He wants to thank Morgan for rocking that Prime Ties to Go t-shirt.
Yes, Morgan is wearing a shirt that was sent by Uncle Rel. Prime Ties to Go. Shouts out to you, Rel.
That's
and
dope.
She's got manners. I'm just so pleased with her rearing.
Oh, these Sharon got manners in our houses. Now, whether they keep using it, I specifically made my kids yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no,
Till
sir.
Dog, I 100% agree. When you split it open, it all looked the same. Outside, just a little different. That's all.
It don't look never mind. Sorry, Doug. I don't want you to get upset with me. Stop crying. Obama did dirt too. Thank you, Sean. Tell Diaper Rash Donald we said hi.
We appreciate you, Sean. Thank you,
in the other room. Ask him, can he come on the show? From Travelmatic TV, 88 likes Latinas now. I was on a plane with him.
And Sean, when Obama went and got Bin Laden, he ran that by Congress before doing so.
Yeah,
we
were all in the room.
We just didn't know about it. It was all in the same room.
And
Was Obama president when we got Gaddafi?
Yes. I think that was President Obama as well. But he did that Bush. No, okay, it wasn't Gaddafi. 91. No, Obama was not Gaddafi. Obama was not Gaddafi. But all the missions that the military ran under Obama's leadership,
Daddy Bush,
Congress was a part of it as well.
This guy literally says, "Fuck the Constitution, man." Like I don't understand that part. We could talk about this all day. Let's keep moving.
Brother Man says he needs a group chat for the show. Can you elaborate on that? Because
is he talking about?
I know what we can do with that phone number. Yes. And there it is. I am a creative genius.
Hey, Brother Man and Doug, great idea. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Good call.
So we'll talk about that a little bit more, but we got something for you, Brother Man. We've been talking about exactly what you're referring to in your text, in your post. Yeah. And so by Thursday, we'll have that all worked out.
Why didn't we think of that earlier? Good job, Doug. And Brother Man, appreciate you.
Wow. All right. Good thing I don't have a big ego. From Sydney Action Jackson, the Nordic Nooksy will cost you $100 million in contracts. It ain't worth it.
I'm not going to argue that.
Nope.
And again, that Nordic Nooksy path that I was on, that's decades ago. I don't do that no more.
So
Dog. One thing Venezuela has that many don't know about is lots of gold, and oil colonizers want it. So they did what colonizers do.
Take it.
the new people listening to the show, the whole thing about me. What?
Nothing. I'm gonna call you Ryan.
The whole narrative about me not traveling is just that, a false narrative. I've been all over the world.
Maurice Bird, I hear you and I understand where you're coming from, but
you can't be getting mad out there. For instance, why the hell do ninjas keep going to PWIs if it's so bad? This is regarding.
Yeah,
you know
I've talked about it openly on this platform and wherever I've ever talked about it. 1,000 square foot weight room and not a 250 square foot weight room.
And you have a right to that.
You
have a right to go get what you need.
I wanted planes instead of buses to travel to long games.
I wanted planes instead of buses to travel to long games.
Almost done.
And Tree, since then,
nothing wrong with a bus.
Since then, sharing all those thoughts, I've understood and I get my brother and my tight man's thoughts on empowering HBCUs to be better. I get it. I understand, and I'm not arguing that. I see it different now, but I didn't want that for me.
And Sidney Axon Jackson is very excited that the Falcons have eliminating the Buccaneers.
Yep.
He always hated that little punk Mayfield. Him getting eliminated from his couch makes it even funnier.
I agree. I don't like Mayfield either, punk ass.
Yep.
Julius wants us to know that he likes his woman's coochie with seasoning in it. No raisins.
Exactly. I agree.
And that's another conversation, but I'm not going to start it about the seasoning, but I'm not going to do it. Ryan said, I come in peace. Now about your daughter.
No, that was old. Tree brought that into 2026, not me.
Because it hurt my feelings. I'm adopted. I just met my mother like when I was 36
You're
years
bringing
old.
all stuff into 2020.
In Spain. All them damn naked women on the beach in Spain. Doug. That's your boy. He's even been to Spain.
The best beach to go to is in Rio, where people are literally walking naked on the streets.
That's true.
It ain't better than Pensacola Beach, I'm going to tell you that much.
They're not naked at Pensacola Beach. They're not naked at Pensacola Beach, man. It's against the law.
Hey, Pensacola got the best beaches in the world, man.
Right,
That's the Gulf Coast.
But the women there are not naked, like Sly Ty was talking about.
Good morning, Dr. Shonda, Nicole, Holsey.
You can see naked women anytime you want on the interweb. That's not a reason to go visit the place.
I ain't gonna say nothing about that time when I had Doug's phone. Anyway, Tree, your hair is gorgeous. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chandra.
I guess we're not gonna get an appearance today. The sew-in is not coming to the party.
It's not a sew-in, and I'm about to show you guys my blowout maybe on Thursday. I'm trying to figure it out.
I will have a sew-in on that boat. Happy New Year, everybody. Love y'all. See y'all on Thursday.
Yeah.
Millhouse is right. Tree is a fool. I mean that in a good way, if that's how you mean it, Millhouse. But if you mean it in a bad, negative way, shame on you, Millhouse.
Why did he call Tree a fool? We got suspended for that shit.
I don't know.
You just can't be calling Tree a fool on our show.
No.
It's our show.
Nope.
Tree, suspension?
She may do foolish things, but she's not a fool. That beautiful little baby.
Let's get out of here, man.
Shouts out to everyone that called. We didn't call. Everyone that sent messages and everyone that was a part of the super chat. It's because of y'all that we do the things that we do. So y'all get an A+ for today's show. Thank you.
Yes.
Outstanding performance by Tree. We appreciate.
Hi-fi type. I don't know if you would like it. I don't have a good.
He's 70-something years old, man. So he wasn't really an old guy, but I guess he was old. But y'all be careful in them streets, man. Live and love your life too. Live and love your life while you can. Peace, y'all. We see you Thursday.
Peace.
Or Wednesday on In the Huddle with Joe Ham. Appreciate y'all.
Peace.